if I do.
Are you ready? Covino and Rich. Are you ready?
Honestly, how do I deal with you every day?
Get ready.
Heard all about on the radio.
Get ready.
Yeah!
Holy mother nugget! And holy mother meatball! Can't have the hustle.
I'm the smartest man alive! You're so ridiculous. What? You're such a fool. Get out of here.
No, I'm a disc jockey.
What's a disc jockey?
Turn it up. We doing the show. Here we go. Covino and Rich.
Let's go!
Yeah.
All right. Game time, showtime. Let's do this. Right, Pete Heller? Let's do this.
Present.
He was in my homeroom.
Hey.
Yeah. Him and
Outta
Jack.
here.
I sat between Let's Do This and Jack Diddley Do.
I get it. I know.
Yeah, in homeroom. Covino here.
Present.
Thank you guys for hanging out and being present with us. Show about nothing and everything. Sports, entertainment, and life. And
I don't know what you're going to do today.
this isn't Joe Torre. This is me, Steve Covino.
I know what he's gonna do.
Yankees and Bachelor in Paradise?
Oh, yeah, it's an action-packed Tuesday. Let's do this. Rocking out on this October 5th.
And it's a Taco Tuesday?
Hold on. I don't know how Tuesday,
Holy mother nugget! And holy mother meatball!
I don't know how
Taco.
a guy like Steve Covino operates. I've known you for so many years, but I'm trying to like put this all together. On a day like today,
I gave up a long time ago.
on a day like today where
Trying to
your
figure it
favorite
out.
team is
Here's how I
playing
operate.
in a crucial game.
Water on the knee, collect a $1,000 fee. Operation. You're the doctor, and it's so much fun.
Your
Operation.
your favorite team is playing
Yeah.
in a do or die one game elimination versus their rivals, Yankees, Red
Away.
Sox.
That's why I wore the away jersey, gray jersey,
Gray.
blue lettering, no name on the back. Of
Gray.
course.
Gray.
That's
Gray.
it. That's how it's done. Ain't that right, Jim Ramsey?
Here's the question.
No name on the back, of course.
Does a Yankee also need to earn that jersey or only the pinstripes?
It's all part of the deal. Yeah.
Okay,
So
I
Yankees,
just wanted to make sure if it's, they got to earn their pinstripes and their gray roads.
Gray.
I've always said that. Yankees
Yeah.
take on the Bo Sox, and they can swing from my Bo sack.
And
I got a story about this.
yeah, you got Yankees tonight. You got Bachelor in Paradise tonight. You got tacos tonight.
Oh, yeah.
It's a Covino type of Tuesday. But we're not here to talk about the game. We're here to talk about Covino thinking that he should be on the cover of the newspaper.
Oh my God.
Oh, yeah. There's lots to talk about. We'll get into Monday Night Football, entertainment, sports.
I didn't watch.
Rando news, big win for the Chargers. I did watch, but background. You would think there's a lot of great things going on for me, but behind the scenes, I need therapy just because people and so many things annoy me. You know what I mean? No, it's not that. It's it's not even that. Like that applause was condescending. Like you got it all together.
No,
it's
the
a
first
matter
step
of
is
so
acknowledging
many
your problem.
things that just come my way. It's like, yo, leave me alone.
Hold on.
Everybody. I'm dealing with lawyers and accountants now.
I'll
It's
give
like,
everyone.
Leave me alone.
I'll give everyone one little.
I gotta check my bag. Let me see. Oh, I forgot my crippling anxiety today.
I got energy drink problems.
I'm telling you,
back
it's
issues.
We all got issues. In fact, I'm trying to live by a new strategy in life, and
here we
maybe
go.
I'll bring that up. New strategy in life.
Does it include a new diet? Because you're overdue for one.
No, I don't. No, that's part of my new strategy. I'll explain.
And again,
But Steve Covino, gotta say, one of the things that I know was thrown at you yesterday, something that was thrown at me too. Not to harp on it or go too behind the velvet rope,
I don't even think we should.
but we got an email saying that during our transition period at SiriusXM,
Yeah.
they overpaid us, so now we owe SiriusXM money.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
I just hope that tax-wise it doesn't fuck me up.
That
But whatever.
is so.
It's almost like a little kick in the nuts, right?
That's so fucking.
I mean, we're still employed there, and I'm on every day. In fact, I'm on like 5 channels today.
by no means.
Here's what
by no-
bothers
well,
me,
hold on.
though. It makes me feel yucky, and here's why.
Mr.
Because
Yuck.
They came to me with, again, since Rich brought it up, I wasn't going to bring that up, but they said, we overpaid you X amount of dollars. And I was like, no, you didn't.
I have a question.
Right?
Was it more than 10K?
That's no one's business.
It's
Right?
It's no one's business.
So let's say
I gotta
we
know.
overpaid you X amount of dollars. I'm like, no, you did not. Let's slow down here, okay?
Yeah.
Like you're freaking me out. But they're talking before taxes and like after taxes, I get like 50% of everything. Taxes and 401k.
Of course.
You know what I mean? So like, I'm like, no. I realized that there was a discrepancy, but it wasn't what you're saying.
I
but
thought of what
it
you said.
actually
I thought of what you
was.
said. I thought of what you said because when you think about taxes, it's the worst part of the game.
It's the worst
So
part of the game.
when you think about what your gross income is versus your net,
My income's pretty gross.
you're like, wait a minute, a month
Good
of extra income, gross versus net,
Yeah.
like two completely different numbers. So
the
what do I
company-
owe you?
The company says we paid, but the government has like half of that money.
You'll get it back in
Yeah,
some way.
so-
I guess.
Yeah, do they? If they're reprocessing the other way, do they give you back all of, like the?
I think they're processing
Like
where
I don't know.
Like
I
that
don't know.
Like
It's
who's
like
FICA?
get it from Uncle Sam.
Who's
I owe you
FICA?
like the measly pennies I'm left with. You know,
So let's just say for round numbers, $100. That way we play it safe.
Yeah.
Right? $100. And again, this is not SXM's fault.
I'm like, no,
it's not our
I
fault.
only got $10
It's-
extra.
It's some accountant's fault, really, there. But let's just say the round number is $100. Covino's saying, if you were to pay me $100, I get like half of that. But now you're saying, oh, you paid me that, I need to pay it back to you, but you want the $100.
exactly.
You're like, but I didn't get all of that.
But
I didn't
Because
get
the
even
money you
close to
paid
that.
me, I was taxed and this and that. And
Exactly.
so I get what you're saying.
But
You're
it also
saying-
makes you look like a liar because they're like, we gave you blank amount, and I'm like, no, you didn't.
then you're
and
like,
then I'm like,
oh,
wait.
before taxes?
That much taxes
right.
comes out. Maybe they're right. So anyway, yeah, between that and
Taxes?
child support and lawyers and people bothering me and energy drinks and just trying to make ends meet and people complaining about their t-shirts too tight.
So-
lose some weight, fatty. It's not my problem. So, you know, my head is going to spin for sure, but there's always the Yankees, Taco Tuesday, and Bachelor in
And
Paradise. to
There
make
you
me
have
smile.
it. Well, I was going to say, the only way to look at it is like, it's no one's fault. It's not, it feels like a kick to the nuts, but what's right is right. If they overpaid us, they overpaid us. It just sucks that you're like, all right, I moved on. I'm good. Everything's good. And that's like, oh, wait, I owe someone money? Oh, just add that to another bill every adult has.
I knew that and addressed it back in April, but they never came back to me with any updates until yesterday. They came back to Rich and I. Taxes.
The worst part of the game is what? Taxes.
The biggest headache behind the velvet rope, the biggest headache is my grout won't stick on my
Is that,
my
a euphemism?
tiles.
Is that a euphemism? Oh, you are okay.
My grout just doesn't stick.
grout won't
which
stick.
in the bathroom?
And get this, remember my shower that leaked? I'm going to save this for the sauna of rage behind the velvet rope on our Patreon.
Oh, there's some good stuff coming.
But remember the the caulking I had to have done
Sorry.
so that my tub didn't leak?
Oh yeah.
Is that another euphemism or? Okay.
Yeah, it was like a weasel on a woodpecker.
What does that even mean?
I don't know.
You got a good caulking.
I was trying to spray down and bleach the tub to clean the bathroom.
The grout turned yellow, didn't it?
All the caulking, not the grout,
caulking.
all the caulking that I just paid some jerk off to do, all yellowed because of, I don't know, the silicone shouldn't be bleached or whatever. I don't know why. So all my white caulk
So you have beautiful white
looks
tile.
yellow now. And I'm like, fuck.
You can tell people, no, it's by design. I want beautiful white tile with yellow
So
caulk.
your beautiful white caulk is now a little bit yellowish.
Yeah.
Go to your doctor.
I'm so mad about that. So between my caulking and my grout and the accountant and the weakest part, honestly, the weakest.
You had such a beautiful white caulk.
No, thank you. The weakest.
Why'd you mess with it?
Why'd you
don't
mess
know.
with your white caulk?
The weakest is
You can't bleach caulk.
having to pay lawyers to figure out.
You can bleach buttholes. You can't bleach caulk.
You can bleach your train, but you can't bleach your caulk.
having to pay lawyers to figure out your child support, things like that.
It's like double dipping. It's like, here's money to figure out what money I need to give someone.
You know what moms are
Take
claiming?
my money.
Moms are claiming, how do you expect me to provide income with a pandemic and all these other issues when I'm a stay-at-home mom? And clearly there's a shortage of jobs.
There's not a shortage of jobs.
How would you expect to impute or input? Both, right?
Impute?
How would you expect to put in a minimum wage for me at this time. But it's like, wait, but you expect me to like keep hustling and
So
finding
you're
work?
saying, quote, some people's exes are claiming that they can't work?
I'm giving you a common.
Yeah, no, I'm saying that's
this
what
is
people
across the board sort of problem that a lot of people are facing. So it's like, well, that's the minimum.
I saw a few help wanted signs in the neighborhood.
And, lawyers have to get involved because I took a pay cut. My income has changed. There's just nothing but hassles and hoffs
Does your
in
cock
my
have
life
does your cock have jaundice?
that I don't ask for. So the least of my worries should be the cock turned yellow.
I never thought your cock
cock
was. I
turned
never
yellow?
pictured your cock being straight white anyway.
Yeah, I pictured like a two-tone.
Yeah, I figured it was a little off white anyway.
The cock turned yellow. Jordan's like, well, try bleaching it. I'm like, I did. That's what turned it yellow.
It's yellow. All right, so those are the hashtag Covino problems. But today's a big day. Yankees, Red Sox,
Yankees,
Bachelor in Paradise, Taco
Bachelor.
Tuesday.
That'll undo all the
Yeah.
problems.
Of course.
But here, want to know what really grinds my goat?
I do. This is a good one to start the day.
I don't know the backstory to this. All I know is our buddy Jerry O'Brien posted something on our Facebook page that annoyed me.
Good one, Mauser.
What did Mauser say?
I can't say.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Do you have access to oxygen bleach?
What's that, bro? I don't know. It's not my fucking expertise.
Oxygen.
Sounds
bleach.
like Roger's really going through it again, huh?
Oxygen bleach.
It's just
So
hassles.
chlorine bleach contains harsh chemicals that can discolor surfaces. However, oxygen bleach has the benefits of chlorine without the risks.
Well, what
Like an
happens?
oxy, like one of those, like,
Yeah.
What happens if you already made it yellow?
I don't know.
Yeah, that's just the headache I don't need though, because I have
you
so
have to
many
go
real
scrape. You have to
headaches.
scrape out all that caulk now and put in new caulk.
That's what everybody's saying. Is the solution is after I just paid somebody to fix all that shit.
Yeah.
Fucking misery. All right, so anyway, it's a big day for the Yankees. It's a do or die game. It's 162 games in the season, and the Yankees and the Red Sox ended up tied.
By the way, it says latex caulk can turn yellow if not painted at the time of installation. So whoever installed it fucked up.
Well, there you go. You get what you pay for. Hire a bunch of idiots for
Oh,
cheap,
is that where's that based?
and
Yeah, nice.
that's what happens.
Oxygen bleach.
BOI. I thought it was like a boy bunch of idiots.
Oh,
That's who I hired.
can't win them all.
So
Can't win any.
believe it or not, I'm in good spirits.
Nothing,
Despite all
by the way,
that-
nothing would bother me more if I were you.
Yeah.
Of all the things that are thrown at Steve Covino. And listen, there's things thrown at Spot and me, and everyone's got their own little set of issues and problems. No one's living a fucking perfect, easy breezy life anywhere. It would bother me so much to pay a lawyer to figure out how much money I need to pay someone. It's like the whole concept of like,
That's my
I'm gonna
biggest.
pay
That's
you.
the biggest thing going on in my life for
Like,
months now.
I'm going to pay you to figure out how much I'm fucked. It's almost like a stab in the nuts.
Like you realize I lost 2 jobs, right? And you're still bothering me.
and somehow
Leave me alone.
somehow you've hustled to find a way to make ends meet for you to then take that money.
And I got another job, and you're still bothering me.
Hey, lawyer, yeah? I'm going to pay you a lot of money, see? So that you can figure out how much I have to then pay other people. So
You don't know
by
the
the time
headaches.
I'm done paying you and my ex, well, I mean, it's unfortunate.
I mean, someone's got to pay for that.
Hold on, I got another call coming in. Wait, I owe you money? Some fucking nightmare. Which is, by the way, a reminder.
I don't
it's
even
the,
wanna
it's a
get
new
into
it's a
it.
new month on Patreon. Subscribe, upgrade to tier 2.
There's-
Tell your friends about the show.
There's so many things I want to say,
It's
but
time.
I won't. But every divorced guy goes through these things, and I just want to be fair. Like, yeah, whatever I owe, I owe.
What would
and that's
bother
good.
me? Not you. I'm saying the collective you. What would bother me is if I
Said
got
me.
divorced, and it's already probably tough enough to be divorced. But I think what would bother me the most would be if my ex-wife, again, the collective you, claimed that she was incapable of working. Like if you're an able-bodied, good-looking person with an education, and you're saying I can't work, that would
I'm not
infuriate me like
necessarily saying
Furio.
that. I'm saying
I
that
know, I'm saying-
there's a number imputed. Is that the problem? It sounds weird.
I don't know what you're trying to say. So
Imputed?
yeah, are you saying they're inputting a number into a system?
Yes.
I don't think imputed's a word. Maybe.
Imputing is like getting in the way.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's a number inputted.
Right.
Input.
Or is that impeding?
Impeded.
They put a number in the system.
I think I'm right.
Okay.
I think I'm
They
right.
inputted.
They put a number in
They
the system
input
that
a number.
no one's agreeing to. And it's like, well, it's kind of like the minimum.
Kim's curious about something while you're telling your tale.
Yeah.
Save your thought, by the way. She goes, I'm curious how these things work. How does an ex find out you got a new job? Through the kids? Through social media? Do you have to give this info? Like, what's the rules?
Eventually, if they want to, through taxes. So you got to be honest. They're going to find out if you made
Worst
more
part
money.
of the game.
Yeah, worst part of the game.
They
But there's
come for you
an
all the time.
honesty. I mean, I got a new job. I mean, it's good for everybody. You know, and I lost 2 jobs. The thing is, in a nutshell,
You lost 2 jobs and got 2 new jobs, but there's no jobs out there, apparently.
let's say, all right, let's say you're making $500,000. The court knows that, and you pay a percentage of that
Yeah.
in child support, right?
Yeah.
But let's say you lose your job, and now you're making $250,000. The court still holds you responsible for paying the percentage of the $500,000 unless you make
A claim in court?
a claim in court to properly make that adjustment. I'm getting backlash on that.
Yowzers.
Yeah, it's like I can't be held to what I was making when I had 2 jobs. I don't have that anymore. You know, you just want people to play fair, and they don't. And
by the way, just so you
people want what they're owed, and other people just want to be left alone.
And just
Well,
so,
because certain people see the well drying up and they're doing what they can do to maintain moisture.
I don't know, dude. I'm not trying to put
Oh,
words in people's
yeah.
mouths.
There's no
And I'm not trying to put extra dollars in people's
Please.
pockets.
there's
either.
there's no insulting.
I'm right. Impute means to attribute.
You're right.
So I'm right. Thank you, Kimberly.
Impute. Okay, hey, good for you. I did not know this.
My vocabulary is pretty good, but sometimes it's so good I confuse myself. I'm
what
like,
it is.
wait a second.
So sometimes you make up words.
And it sounds right, so I'm like, it's got to be right.
But I think a lot of people, just to wrap this up before we get to what I think is even a more interesting gripe,
Well, I got to find menial gripes.
the front cover of the newspaper has Covino mad.
Yeah.
Yes, the newspaper.
I gotta find meaningless and insignificant things to focus on. Otherwise, I'll dwell on serious things and jump off a bridge.
So when you're trying to figure out child support and alimony and all these type of payments, they have to put your salary and her salary into a computer system.
Right.
But if-
every parent is responsible for some sort of income.
Yeah. So if, let's say, the mom or dad says, well, I'm not working, they'll usually equate minimum wage in that blank spot. But then some ex-wives are saying, I don't even think you should put the minimum wage number in there. I think you should put 0 in
Especially
there
now.
because I can't work.
No, that or like
Which-
especially now, given the current circumstances,
Yeah.
or I'm a full-time student, or I'm a stay-at-home mom, and it's like, hey, well, I'm glad you have a child. You know, in other, not necessarily my scenario. This is what men deal with. Like,
Yeah.
but what does that child have to do with me? I'm not trying to hear that. See, what's your kid have to do with me? I'm not trying to hear that. I'm trying to stay positive. Okay, get it? Got it. Lonnie knows what's up. Thank you. Stay at home for me? I don't think so.
Well, hey, such is life.
Such is life. So lawyers, accountants, headaches, contractors, grout, caulk,
But don't worry.
subscribers.
But don't worry.
Mike Velasco's pint glass, the Covino and Rich letters came off. These things upset me.
Patreon numbers aren't what we want.
Yeah, fucking our pets' heads are falling off.
Jeez.
But honestly, aside from all that, I guess I bottle it up in a decent way. I almost died from an energy drink.
Oh, by the way, since you've been
I
going
really
on
do
this,
feel good. I feel good, but
Since
then
you-
I'm really aggravated all the time.
since you went on this rant, we got 2 new subscribers.
Well, that's good.
Must mean that
Give them a shout out.
I don't know who they are. Oh, I'll find out.
I'll give
New
'em a shout
people. All right, here we go. New people. Calvin and Frank.
out. What's up? What's up, Calvin?
So, Spot.
Calvin.
Let's get into the meat.
What's
And
up, Wayne?
And the meat is, today's a Tuesday, which means Covino's favorite thing, Bachelor in Paradise. But it's also it's also Yankees, Red Sox, 1 game in, wild card. Even the non-baseball fan may tune in for a minute to be like, oh, who's winning? Yankees, Red Sox after
It's do or die.
162 games, to think that they were both, 91 and 71? The fact that 2 teams ended with the same exact record.
Want to shout out.
There's something wild about that to me. I'm sorry, 92 and 70.
I want to shout out Calvin, Frank Hernandez, Calvin Yost, Wayne Klassen, Scott Borgstrom, Mary Geary, Josiah Swanson, Greg Trykowski, and Ian. Thank you, guys.
Oh, by the way, maybe the new subscribers, Mike brings up a good point. Maybe one of them is the lawyer to check up on your new job.
I mean, I'm sure.
By the way, Yankees and Red Sox, wild to think that after 162 games, they were both 92 and 70. Same exact record. Same exact everything. They play one game tonight. Winner takes all and moves on to the playoffs. The loser, to be honest, the sad reality is that they've played one more game than the shittiest teams. If the Yankees lose tonight, they're no better than the Mets. They're no better than the Blue Jays or any other team that missed it. So they played 163 games. Congratulations. You got everyone hyped up.
By the way, you want to know another little baby gripe? This is an official game jersey, right? An away jersey, Yankee jersey.
Are you planning on getting in the game?
When I bought it, yeah, I probably still have that fantasy. Like
Maybe if I wear the jersey,
they're
going to
see me in the stands.
Yeah.
You kid, get over here.
We need someone.
You look like a ball player. You ready to play today? Yes, I am. Something like this, this is like a once in a lifetime purchase. You don't just like cycle through authentic jerseys. I'm not saying you can only have one, but when I bought this, it's when you bought everything like supersized. Remember back in the day when you wore like extra baggy jeans? Well, like, I wore this in the 90s for sure at the Yankee parades. Like, yeah.
Well, think about it.
This shit is gigantic.
Baggy stuff is coming back. So you've seen that jersey through a style cycle.
It's a size. I actually had to get it tailored because it was so big. It's a size 48. And then a few years, like when I had money, I got it tailored again. I'm like, this, and it's still gigantic.
Wouldn't you wear like a size 42? Isn't it the same as like a sports jacket?
It's a 48, but these jerseys are extra long too. So I bought this when everything was huge and baggy.
I just bought a coat recently, and I'm a 42.
Well, we're going to speak about suits later if we have time. So, yeah. But my point is,
Meghan Markle.
I bought this during the baggy stages of life, like in the 90s when everything was huge. Huge. All right, so the Yankees do or die. It's a big game. Jerry O'Brien made a post on our social media. Shout out to the Carls on Facebook. And he made reference to the big game today.
Yeah.
And I was like, what a waste of an opportunity. Like, honestly, I should be on the cover of the New York Post today.
And that was the first thing that made me laugh today. Look at the cover of the New York Post. Jerry O'Brien posted this just to get people hyped up. And Covino's like, that girl's on the cover of the New York Post?
Yeah, it's weak as hell.
Who's that? And I was like, I don't know, just like a stock photo of like a good-looking girl.
I mean, maybe I'm missing like the backstory to this girl or something, but who the fuck is this? Paging me at 5:46 in the morning.
It's like some cute blonde girl, and she has a shirt that says Boston sucks, so they clearly like superimposed
so they're
it.
Throw some random hussy up there instead of some
maybe she works
diehard
for the
Yankee
Post.
fan who's like, go fucking Yanks! Some guy who lived his whole life rooting for the team, bleeds the pinstripes.
This guy.
But they're going to give this opportunity to some random girl who's not even that hot?
I want to see this guy on the cover.
Yeah, I should be on there. Fuck yeah!
Wait, show me the pose you would do. Put aside your mic.
I don't know what
No, just put your mic to the side so it's not in front of you. And pose how you want to be on the front cover of the Post. One shot. Go ahead.
Fuck yeah! Yankee!
No, don't move. Give me a still pose.
Yeah. Yeah.
That should be on the cover of the fucking New York Post.
It would say I'm a real fan as opposed to this fucking girl. What a waste of a beautiful moment. But like, hey, let's see. The Yankees are in a do or die game on a really roller coaster of a season. Who do we put on the cover of the New York Post? Some random model? This isn't fucking 1980 something where we want to put a model on the cover to sell more newspapers.
We want some fat Yankee fan from the Bronx.
Put that fat guy old school for life.
Joey
Let's
Botts.
go Yankees.
Joey Botts wants to know, is that your Hideki Arabu oversized jersey, you fat toad?
It is. It's gigantic. I'm going to show you how big this is. But what a wasted opportunity. What a beautiful moment that could have been for somebody. How about a Make-A-Wish kid who's fucking dying right now, who's like, all I want is for the Yankees to win tonight.
And by the way,
they put some fucking weird-looking model girl that nobody cares about on the cover?
Can I tell you something?
Fogarty.
Mike Mike took the words right out of my mouth. Look at that. It's the baggiest fucking
I got
thing.
it tailored too.
Did you get that at the same store I got my blue puffy shirt at?
It's just that I bought it from a different.
Stand up.
It was
Stand up.
it's a new era, and
An era of unfitted clothing.
Stand up again.
it's gigantic, dude. Look,
Wow.
48.
Now,
But it went down to my knees.
Mike took the words right out of my mouth. He said, the same way that girl is on the cover of the New York Post going, Red Sox suck. And she's the oh, wait, there we go. Wait, rock horns? That's what you want to? Oh, yeah, hold on. Covino's reenacting. If you're missing tier 2, Covino thinking of all the ways that this cover could have been better.
Boston sucks. Fuck yeah. That's better. That's more authentic.
People would buy that cover. You're walking down the New York City street and you're a boomer and you want an actual newspaper. Who wants an actual newspaper anymore anyway? But if I did, I'd want that guy on it right
Just
there.
like how about the old guy that rooted his whole life, and he's like, yeah, I never got acknowledged for being the number one grandpa who was the biggest Yankee fan. I have a jersey and it says number one grandpa, and I've been watching since the days of Joe DiMaggio. No, they put some fucking blonde bimbo on the cover of the New York
Well,
Post.
that's nice.
Well, is she even a fan? Is she
You
a
don't
fan?
know. Maybe she's a bigger fan than you.
I
You
highly
sexist
doubt it.
jerk.
I highly doubt that.
I will say,
What a wasted opportunity.
Mike said it best.
Wasted
I
opportunity.
don't want to lose Mike's point because I was thinking the same thing. So it's really my point as well. I've been to big sporting events for my team, and I worked my ass off to find a way into a 49ers Super Bowl or a Mets World Series. And you know who I'm usually sitting next to? Some rich person who just sent their kids or their daughter or someone like, yeah, we got the corporate seats. We're not even fans. That's every Super Bowl. That's every World Series. That's every NBA Finals. That's every big event I've gone to where I'm like, yeah, this is awesome. Got my 49ers jersey on. I was at the Super Bowl when the 49ers lost both times over the last decade. But when I went to the Kaepernick versus Ravens Super Bowl in 2013, I called in every favor I've ever called in. Where it's like, yo, please, I need good seats to this. This is like, I never ask for favors. I sat 50-yard line next to all people that did not give a fuck about the game. And that's just sports, Covino. The real fans aren't there. I was surrounded by...
You got to put him on the cover of the newspaper,
Dude,
too?
and I'm just
not
saying
even that
that's just...
hot.
I remember sitting at the Super Bowl with my 49ers jersey on, and I even had like a 49er like fake chain with my lanyard with the Super Bowl ticket. I was all pumped up. And I was sitting next to someone like, yo, you a Niners fan or are you a Ravens fan? Who are you rooting for? My name's Al. I work for Geico. We're just one of the sponsors. I got the tickets. All right, cool. What about you next to me on this side? I'm Jessica. Oh, Jessica, you from the Bay Area, San Fran? Are you a Ravens fan? Nah, my dad thought it'd be cool to just get me these tickets. And that's...
She's not on the cover of the New York Post, though.
I know.
It's ridiculous.
And it's just, that's life, though, dude.
Fuck out of here with that. And by the way, how about some symmetry? Move this fucking guy to the corner. Look at this spot. Look at this. This guy shouldn't be here chilling. He should be fucking here.
Okay.
Look where my Mo Rivera is.
You need symmetry?
Doesn't it look better? You think Joe Montana should be under Spot like that?
Joe Montana is
should he
warming.
be
He's
right
warming his hands on Spot's candle.
Symmetrical to my Mo Rivera.
I thought he was holding me up.
That looks
Joe
dumb.
Montana's like,
No, that looks
Holding me
stupid.
up. If you move, I'm going to start falling.
It makes you happier.
Anyway, that's just another little thing that I have to hold on to. Otherwise, I'll focus on more serious things like paying for lawyers and paying for. By the way, none of these things are free. By the way,
I agree with Jason.
And
the Yankees are in the playoffs every year. They probably exhausted all their Yankees fans.
I don't think so. And a major shout out to Super Agent Sean Wyman, who makes all my problems seem less, and I appreciate that more than anything. Thank you, Super Agent Sean Wyman. Can you get me on the cover of the New York Post? I appreciate that. This girl, who's that? What is that? Who's she? Boston sucks. You suck. Get off my New York Post. You're not a fan.
You're not even a New Yorker anymore. In fact, you're a Jersey guy.
I'm like, what's that pose?
You should be on the Jersey.
It's definitely a stock
The
image.
Jersey Chronicle. What is the
I don't
Jersey
care.
paper?
Get her out of here. So just another thing that annoys me.
Find the stock image.
And it makes sense. I don't care. Put some fat Italian guy on there who's a real fan.
That's bothering.
And by the
people
way, in the world of that we live in today, aren't we all about authentic and not worrying about the supermodel and the pretty person to sell a magazine. Last I checked, there's a bunch of fatties on the cover. Put a fatty there who represents the Yankees.
Fatties.
Get out of here with that.
No, Joe Montana's looking at Mo's ass.
Symmetry, man. Like you don't even care. Yeah, pay attention to detail.
I don't care. All right.
There you go.
So
Now,
Covino, not on the cover of the New York Post. The cover's super lame. I agree, but I don't know if Covino should be on it.
to make it clear, if you're not watching Tier 2, can you pull it up again? It's a girl wearing a Boston sucks sort of Go Yankees jersey. They could have had a crowd shot of diehard fans. You know how stoked they would have been? It would have been so great. Like, look at us, we made the paper.
Covino wants this guy to be the fucking face of the dude.
All those dudes would have been more stoked than this
guy with a fucking stogie holding rings.
this blonde woman.
By the way, who buys newspapers? Old guys. So
it's
you know
still
what they
an
need?
honor to be on the,
Oh,
on
there's
the
a pretty
cover.
there's a pretty blonde girl in the paper. That's who's buying the paper.
It's still an honor to be on the cover of a newspaper. I would take it.
Yeah, I
they
know,
should have
but-
gave me that opportunity then. Here, pull it up again. I just want to, for the people at home who aren't subscribing to Tier 2 because they're paying a ton in child support and they can't afford the extra $5. I get it. I feel your pain. The girl's holding up a peace sign. I don't even know why that. What is that about? Like peace out Boston? What is that?
Maybe she thinks.
Peace out Boston. Boston sucks. She's wearing a t-shirt. It says the Yankees ready to crush their rivals again.
And by the way,
They'll win by 2 runs.
I don't even
And
think
all the
that's not
reasons
even
why.
that's
Two
not even a
field
real
goals.
shirt. They put Boston sucks in the New York Post font on her chest.
On her chest, on a blank red shirt.
Why? Why not give it like? Why not put a real fan?
I
there?
agree. It's a weak.
It's a waste.
It's a weak
Or
cover.
how about the granny who I love the Yankees. Throw the granny on there. Number one grandma. Some fucking random person. What a waste.
She looks like a tourist. I agree. I agree with your gripe. I just think it's funny that you think you should be on it.
Well, it's the first thing I noticed. It's not necessarily about me. It's about what a wasted opportunity. So that's my gripe that I'm holding on to today as the Yankees take on the Red Sox tonight.
Now, there's so much I want to get to.
This should be the image on the post.
fucking
Fucking
Yankees
beat it
guy.
up. Fucking Red
Get
Sox.
out of here, Boston.
Beat it, Boston. Look at my chest.
Yeah.
Look at my chest there.
Is it true you were so angry when you read this or saw this cover that you guzzled a rowdy energy drink and then smashed it on your head?
True. It is true.
Ah!
It's true buzz in Chicago. Thank you. Okay, so that's my real gripe, and I'm sticking to that. Welcome to our show, Covino and Rich. Thank you, Jerry O'Brien.
Now,
Thank you, Rashawn Neal. Thank you, Super Agent Sean Wyman. Thank you, everybody.
I watched
Super Accountant Andy.
I watched something amazing last night, and I'm going to get to that in a second. But I heard Spot whisper before the show that he started watching Squid Game. So I'm so
Okay.
curious what you think.
I am so enthralled and fascinated with this show.
What
I think
fascinates
it's-
you by it?
I think it's fantastic. I don't know. It pulls me in. You know how
It's pretty gruesome, right?
it's yes.
I mean, are you that desensitized that you don't think it's gruesome?
It was pretty shocking. That first episode was pretty shocking.
You're like, what the fuck?
I'm like, what the fuck? And then I'm like, after that, I expected it. Did we talk about on the air about how you're concerned about the sex scenes? That was like not a concern at all.
I told you. I said Covino's more worried about the one tiny sex scene
That
than,
was not a concern
than
at
the
all.
gruesome blowing of people's
well,
faces and
but
stuff.
I'm very
That needs explanation.
Yeah.
That sounds so weird out of left field. Like I'm concerned about the sex scenes. A lot of kids are talking about it. I was talking to my buddy Gus about it. His kids also want to watch it. All the kids are buzzing about it like it's Stranger Things. But it's adult content, right?
yeah, it's very adult.
It's very adult. It's very gory, very gruesome. So my friend Gus was like, well, I don't want to keep my kids away from it because all the kids are watching it. So I told him I'll watch it with them. And I was like, well, I don't know. I know Melody's telling me all her friends are watching it. And I looked it up and I saw that there was 2 sex scenes. And I made note of that. And I said that is more
Troubling?
to me as a parent than the gore and like gore.
I
and
think you're crazy.
And dirty language never bothered me at all.
Sarah and I looked at it and said, the way they murder and kill these people in Squid Game
It's
is
very,
like will give you fucking nightmares. The sex scene is like 2 seconds in a bathroom stall. Like if you're worried about your kids being affected by something, it's probably the brutal, wild ways they kill people.
Teach his own, man. Not gonna fight
It's,
about it.
anyway, the show, I like, you know, I kind of knew what the show was about, and watching the first episode, I'm like what's going down? What's going to happen? When's this going to go down? What's going to happen? There was a lot of setup, and then finally, once it happened, I'm like, oh, and I got sucked in. And once I was sucked in, I wanted to keep watching. Like I got to a point that one of the episodes ended on a cliffhanger. I'm like, oh, I got to watch the next episode.
It's good.
So,
It's really good. It's good. I watched it.
And that's what I like about a show. I have a question for you.
Yeah.
How did you watch it? Did you watch it overdubbed? Or
I watch it with the terrible American accents.
I watched it with in Korean with subtitles.
Yeah, I'd probably do that.
I think I recommend if someone's going to start watching it. I know subtitles.
That's a preference thing.
I know.
read subtitles
I know
anyway.
subtitles.
There's no right or wrong reason.
No,
Some people like subtitles. Some people want to.
Because I tried watching.
There's other like end of the world shows on Netflix that are foreign, and you realize they're dubbed over the voice. Like I can deal with that. Some people can't.
This is my recommendation to you, because I watched a little bit of it because I kept flipping back and forth at the beginning while I was watching. I'm like, do I want to watch it in English or do I want to watch it over like subtitled? And you lose the natural inflection of the actors, and I think you lose something if you watch it overdubbed.
The worst spot.
So I
you wouldn't even know.
recommend with subtitles.
You wouldn't even know. The worst dubbed over voice is, the annoying woman
Yes.
that is like floating between groups.
Yeah.
Her voice is like a valley girl.
Oh.
Hi, what's going on? And you're like, oh, it's the worst. Like every other actor, they chose something close enough where you're like, all right, I could deal with it. But the English dub over for that woman is terrible.
They always fuck up English dubs. So I recommend, if someone's going to start it, I recommend Korean with English subtitles, and I think you'll get the most out of it.
You know what? You're probably right, Spot. I don't know. To each his own. Again, this is a total preference thing. You can't say there's a better way. Some people are like, I want to hear English, Now, I think the craziest part is, I think one of the people said in our feedback was, Americans, it's pretty wild that we're more concerned about a sex scene than brutal, gruesome killings.
Right?
It's like, it's a very American thing, right?
The premise, though, is so fantastic. Did you finish, Rich?
I finished, and
All right, I don't want to hear anything. Stop.
you're gonna love the way it goes.
Stop.
But I think
they did a good job of building up the characters and getting you invested and involved. I really think it's a well-executed show so far.
one of the games they play in the final stages,
I don't want to hear it. Don't
gives
tell me.
you
I don't
such,
want
I'm not going to say it. It gives you such anxiety. They play with if you don't know what Squid Game is, they play these childhood games, and let's just say you could probably connect the dots. The consequences are death. So like, yo, Covino, let's play Old Maid. If you pick the Old Maid,
I love Old Maid.
If you pick the hey Covino, pick the card, Old Maid. You pick the Old Maid. I shoot you in the face, dead. It's fucking wild.
Yeah, I haven't. Stefano says, am I checked out? No, I haven't seen the show. I'm just listening to the feedback. I've never seen Squid Games. I've heard amazing things about it. They're saying that it's the #1 show in the world.
Yeah.
And it took 10 years to even sell. No one really believed in it. And now it's the biggest thing going worldwide.
Yeah, if you like brutal killings, I'm not saying if you like it, but if you like horror movies, I do. I like if you watch Final Destination movies and stuff like that, Squid Game is pretty fucking wild. If you're okay with gruesome deaths and twists and turns, it's pretty good, man. Pretty good. Spot, there was one theory I saw online. They gave away nothing on the plot, so don't worry. But do you remember in the beginning when the guy's playing that little game before he gets invited? Squid Game. What are you playing? No one's saying anything.
I'm not playing video.
Oh.
I want to give it away.
If you watch the first episode and you see how the guy gets pulled into Squid Game, he's by a subway, Covino. That's not giving anything away. It's sort of like the whole beginning of the show.
Where was he getting? An Italian BMT?
No, he's in like a
Meatball sub?
He's like in a underground little subway in Korea,
Grilled chicken.
and he's asked to play a game for money. And by playing this game for money, they give him like an opportunity. Like, you want to make more money? Come here. And that's how it all starts, right? Spot, they said if you watch the show, is it possible that if you chose the blue little spiking thing, you're a contestant, and if you chose the red one, you're one of the workers? Because the workers don't necessarily seem like they're there on their own accord either.
Oh, that's interesting.
Like, is everyone there against their better judgment and free will?
Maybe it's the whole, no, because it seems like they're workers. They are actually workers, but you never know. Maybe there's some other angle that we don't know about. Maybe that's a season 2. Who knows?
Yeah.
Now, I'm not denying that it's gory and that it's great. I've never seen the show, but when I spoke to some of my hometown friends, they were like, "Yeah, it's like watching Saw or Final Destination, bro. It's pretty gory, but it's not like the way Rich is describing." And Cloveman and I Am Key is saying the same thing. Like, you've become real sensitive about things. It's not as bad as you're saying. I don't know. I haven't seen
Me?
it.
No,
But
I'm
when
not
I
talking
tell
about.
you-
I'm talking
when
about.
I talk-
I'm talking about an 11-year-old girl.
Yeah,
I'm not talking about me. I'm a
even
40.
talking
I'm a
about
41-year-old
11-year-old
guy.
I'm
You
talking
re-
about in general.
But you really did like oversell the gore. You said you were having nightmares and you couldn't sleep.
I couldn't sleep about it.
To me, it was like, I'm like, okay. I'm like, okay. Some people get.
Because when I was talking to my buddy, because I was actually
all right.
talking to my buddy, I'm like, would you allow your kids to watch this or what? Like, what's the deal? I don't know how to handle this. And he's like, yeah. He's like, dude, it's like Saw or Final Destination or anything else like that. He's like, it's pretty graphic. He
I have a
goes, but
question.
if your kid's into like horror movies and they can handle that, I'm gonna watch it. He says he's watching it with them. And then Cloveman and I'm Key said the same thing. So I don't know what to believe. I haven't seen it yet. I got, again, too much on my plate, but it's definitely on my list of things to see.
Get past the graphic aspect. What about the underlying commentary?
I played this.
That people.
Is it overdubbed in English when you watch it?
I don't even know what you're doing.
You don't know what that is?
No.
Oh, that's the creepiest part. The fact that it's in Korean. Oh, you got to watch it in Korean.
I'm watching it in Korean.
Oh, you got to watch it in
Because
Korean.
I read subtitles anyway.
Is it the?
That's red light, green light, but in Korean. You have to watch it in Korean. It's so much better.
It was in Korean. I just didn't know what you were talking about. Spot is like they play 6 games. So
Oh, no. That's like the creepy part. The fact that it's like foreign.
Faces of Death. Did you watch that as a kid?
I did.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, we all did.
And
I went in
I
with-
didn't go out murdering people as a result.
I went in
Yeah.
with hostile type of gore situations, the way Rich described it. Nothing like that? Really, Sean? You don't think that the fact that they're like,
Not saying it's for kids, but I am telling you that my daughter, my buddy's kids, like all these preteen kids and teenagers, they are treating this as if it were Stranger Things. And I'm a little weary as a parent. Like, yeah, I don't know. But then I'm hearing conflicting things. I got to see for myself.
By the way, my wife won't watch it because she hates like
you either
bloody stuff.
You either like it or you don't. Like, or it either bothers
fine.
you or it doesn't.
yeah, and
I think this type of material, if given to the wrong kid, it could have an effect on them. Don't get it twisted, But a kid like me growing up, like I wasn't like affected by that. I would have been like, okay, cool. They're acting.
But
This
you
is fun.
remember it.
Of course, but I mean, it was just entertaining.
I'm gonna
Scary
watch.
shit.
I'm gonna watch one episode, Spot, in Korean, and I'll let you know tomorrow
Watch the first one.
how I feel about it because
Watch
I watched it all with the dub overs because that's, I guess, the setting on my Netflix, and
Yeah.
I was fine with it.
I might start speaking Korean. I feel
But
like I
it
learned
really is an interesting show. Someone was making the point, but it's too far up the feedback now. I can't see it. How, while it is very gruesome and an interesting concept, it is wild to think about how money is really the root of all evil and how people will do and put themselves in such scenarios just to get money and get out of debt and do things. It's pretty, you don't think that's sort of like a crazy thought?
Yeah.
That if let's say someone's in a ton of debt, and it's like, hey, would you put your life on the line for some crazy show where you might die, but if you win, you're out of debt? Like, it's pretty crazy. Predictable, but well executed. Alice in Borderlands is a very similar show to Squid Game. That's from Stefan.
And I think the coolest part of the story is, like, again, it's a Korean show that had no legs, that no one believed in. It was written in 2009, in fact, as I did my due diligence to learn about it. And no one gave it the time of day. So it went from a show that sat since 2009, sat for 11 years, almost 12 years, to now being the biggest worldwide phenomenon, and has built intrigue amongst adults and, of course, little kids who see this shit trending number one, and all their little fucking kids are talking about it at school, and they're making TikTok videos about it left and right, and they're going to be it for Halloween and shit like that. And
That's another big
agreed,
thing.
It's not really meant for kids, so how do you handle that as a parent? That's like a whole side sort of scenario.
That's another big thing. They announced that the mask that the workers use, Spot, and the mask that I guess you would say the leader of the Squid Game wears are being released as Halloween masks now. They made them and produced them. So no, but I guess
you could have made one with like a fencing mask and just some paint.
Yeah, no, but I'm saying they that wasn't like a thing that was planned. That, you know, as you've seen before, like I'll give you the analogy. When Frozen came out, Disney did not anticipate Frozen to be a huge hit. That's a fact. They thought Tangled was going to be the big hit.
Should have been. It was just as good.
Tangled was great. But Frozen was never predicted to be like the biggest Disney movie ever. And Elsa and Anna. In fact, Josh Gad even said on our show,
Josh Gad,
that they didn't make Olaf toys. He had to wait to get a snowman toy made for his own kids because they had to rush that shit out. They did not anticipate the success. So
I was like Baby Yoda.
Yeah, Baby Yoda. They didn't make the Baby Yoda toys. They just got them produced in time to start selling the Squid Game masks for Halloween. Nothing could top Human Centipede. I agree.
Is that what we're going to be for Halloween?
Yeah.
I get to be the front.
Well, it's the
I believe in you.
Games
Rich is the middle.
Rage of 2021. Is it meant for kids? No.
I'd rather be in the middle. I'd rather be in the middle than the end. Let's see. The green tracksuit. Yeah, you can make your own Squid Game costume if you really wanted. So, hey.
Do they sell that at Joseph A. Bank?
Yes. While you were watching Squid Game.
I wasn't. I was watching Monday Night Foosball.
I was watching Squid Game.
And what else did I watch last night? I did a lot of pacing around my shiny white floors, watching the grout come up as I walked.
Maybe that's why your grout's not sticking.
Yeah.
Because you're constantly pacing.
Because of all the hassles and the hops going on. Monday Night Football.
You're going to look like Scrooge McDuck with that little circle that he just like walks around and it just gets deeper and deeper.
The Las Vegas Raiders, 14. Chargers, 28. Justin Herbert playing like a superstar, 25 for 38, 222 yards, 3 tutties. Carr had 2 tutties, 1 interception, threw for 196 yards.
What was the storyline of the game, though, if you watched?
Just that the fucking Chargers played big.
They're just good, right?
Yeah, they're just good. And, you know, the Raiders made a run for it.
Well, they were winning 21-0, right?
Half,
And then it's like, you know.
That was it. And then the Raiders were 1 touchdown away, and then the Chargers stepped up again.
Tutties.
That was it. And Justin Herbert, he's a great quarterback.
Squid Game has infiltrated Roblox. They recreated the game in that format.
It's when I'm telling you, all the kids are talking about it. Melody's like, look, Dad, look, Dad, look, Dad. And it's all these little kids on TikTok talking about it. Look, Dad, everybody's talking about it. Everybody's talking about it.
Is that something you have to discuss with her mom? Like, could she watch?
Absolutely.
And what's the consensus? Are you both in agreement?
I mean, there's bigger fish to fry right now. You know what I mean? Unfortunately. So, yeah, it's definitely been something that we've brought up.
Now,
but
when
you know, there's other things going on.
Yeah. He is a lot of people think that Justin Herbert is the next great NFL quarterback. He's sort of under the radar because he didn't, for some reason.
It was that weak haircut he got last year.
He was highly sought after.
Remember that weak haircut he got? Remember he shaved his sweet locks?
That is true. But they're back.
But now they're back. He played a big game. You know, Carr went up to him. You could see the respect he showed him. People know he's the real deal. And again, they were winning. They were shutting him out at the half. Raiders come back, make a game out of it after the half. And then once they started coming back, then Herbert stepped on the gas even more and put the game out of reach at that point. So it was a telling game. Yeah, the Raiders are good, but the Chargers are really good.
When you look at where players were selected in the NFL draft, it was only a year ago, right? We're forgetting. Like Justin Herbert, Burrow was number 1 in 2020. It looks like he's going to be pretty solid for Cincinnati. That's a guy that looks like he could develop into a great NFL quarterback, right? Chase Young on Washington. Detroit picked a cornerback. Giants picked an offensive tackle. Then here's where it gets coulda, shoulda, woulda. The Dolphins chose Tua over Justin Herbert. Will that be one of those in 5-10 years from now? Like, oh man, the Dolphins had the opportunity to get Herbert and they chose Tua?
Maybe. Yeah, maybe.
Is that the 10-year from now like blunder? Like, man, the Dolphins even had a chance. Like the old Portland Trailblazers could have got Michael Jordan.
So while I'm watching this game, and yeah, Rich is right about that, you didn't want to miss out on an opportunity like this, but he manifested. The story is he manifested being a Charger. As a little kid, he rooted for the Chargers, said he wanted to play football, and playing for his team. And there's little papers that he wrote proving that. Like this is what he's always wanted to do. So it's pretty cool. So while the game's going on and I'm dealing with, super agent Sean Wyman and agents and lawyers and accountants and like, what a fucking pain in my arse. I'm trying to grill up some chicken that Jordan made. And look at that. Look at this bad boy I got last night. You see that? Look at that. Burnt myself.
But you bring yourself over there too. Do you keep burning yourself?
Keep burning myself.
Yeah, but like, what do you burn?
Yeah, I have a scar on this side. Yeah, I don't know if you can see it anymore, but Rich can.
Is it a special grill or are you just heads up your ass?
No, well, here's the scar. See the scar?
Yeah.
And then I burnt myself fresh last night. And that shit was stinging. And I was waiting for it to bubble up. But what happens is when you go to shut the gas off, you reach in, you hit the fucking grill, and you're like,
underneath?
Yeah.
You do it right away?
Why not? Well, why not let the grill cool off?
I mean, or I could just be more careful, and I wouldn't have to burn myself. I'm like,
yeah, but it's
fuck.
but that's like saying like, I know you want to clean down the stovetop. But don't you wait till the stove cools down a little bit before you start scrubbing away? Like that's just your OCD.
When I'm done with
that's your
when
OCD.
I'm done, I shut the gas off.
Because you're OCD.
No, because I don't want to waste the gas.
It's not wasted.
It is because it's still on. Oh well, I shut it off just because if I don't shut it off, then
you're gonna forget.
I'm gonna forget.
No, so it's your OCD saying I got to do it now.
Well, yeah, pretty much.
Put some
but I don't
mustard
like having
on
the gas on. I just don't.
Yeah, burning man.
You know what's funny, Bleacher Bum? Jordan said that. I read if you because of the vinegar and the mustard. I was like, mustard. Let's don't be silly. I was like, mustard on my okay.
Yeah.
But I had heard that. But after a night of aggravation, Jordan made some chimichurri chicken. Shit was bomb.com. And had a decent night considering the circumstances.
All right.
So excited for today. If the Yankees lose, it's because of that hussy they put on the cover of the Post.
Just know that.
Just remember that.
Are you going to be in a sour mood if they lose?
I mean, I'm not going to be happy about it, but I'm not going to be a little bitch boy about it.
If they win, they play the Rays, right? Whoever wins plays the Rays.
I'm excited. So I'm excited to see this must-win game tonight.
Must.
And that was my Monday night. Rich watch Squid Game. Spot is invested now.
No, I did not. So I watched it like a month ago. It
Oh,
seems
so
like
you're
a month
done?
ago. Yeah, Squid Game.
Oh,
I
you're-
watched
you're done with it?
I watched a long time ago.
Oh,
I
okay.
watched when it first came out, but I'm glad that Spot's watching it. Someone asked, "Is it better than Ted Lasso?" I mean, to compare those two shows, you can't compare two different genres like that. They're both fantastic. They're both good in their own way.
You're supposed to rub a raw egg
heard
on
you're
your
supposed
burn,
to,
Unky? I thought, aren't you supposed to rub it on your wife's ass cheeks? That's what I heard.
No, I think you're supposed to rub it up and down your own ass crevice.
No, your wife's. Jordan, I read it in the men's.
She's your wife?
What? Oh, I'm just speaking to the collective you. I read it in Men's Health Journal. Rub it on your girlfriend or wife's ass. That'll do the trick.
If they lose,
Come here, bend over.
So while you guys were watching that, you know what I watched last night? And it was one of those. What do you feel like watching? I don't know. I want to go to sleep soon, so maybe let's not start anything that we really want to pay attention to. And right there on the Hulu main screen was a movie I had not seen. And I'm going to guess maybe 10 to 20 years. And I said, you know what, Sarah, did you ever see this movie? Because it's always a gamble.
Go ahead, continue. I'm giving you soundtrack.
Oh.
I'm giving you the cartoon version, Saturday morning cartoons.
Oh, okay. So I watched the show.
Hey man there, don't be shy if it happens to you.
I watched a movie that I had not seen probably in 20 years.
It's fun being different if you have a healthy attitude. I'm feeling hairy, my teeth are mean. I got a weird complexion and I want to scream. Oh!
I don't know how the fuck you remember that.
Teen Wolf coming out to play. Teen Wolf
watched
coming out to play.
Teen Wolf.
And
let me tell you, for a movie I haven't watched in 20-something years, my first observation was, I'm surprised Sarah knew it, because some of these mid-'80s movies, anyone that's under 40 may have missed some of them because they were little kids, right? But you watch Teen Wolf now. That movie was, 84, 85? Michael J. Fox, wasn't he filming Teen Wolf while they were trying to get him for Back to the Future? Isn't that the story?
Teen Wolf was before that,
Yeah.
By the way, again, I was singing the cartoon. It was big enough that they spawned off a Saturday morning cartoon.
And 20, 30 years later, there's a series on MTV, Teen Wolf, which became, for a younger person, they probably think that's Teen Wolf.
It just wasn't
fucking
Back
Michael
to the
J.
Future.
Fox.
It wasn't Back to the Future, but it was good. It was a fun movie. Oh, this is the cartoon. Yeah.
No, not again.
It's a hairy situation.
How do you remember this? I rocked out. That's why.
Sees me like this.
Hey man, say, don't be shy if it happens to you.
How do you remember that?
Hi, Grandpa.
It's fun being.
It's fun being different if you have a healthy attitude.
Only my friends Booth and Styles know my hair.
Styles, bro.
I'm feeling hairy.
It's sort of coming back to me now.
Mean. I got a weird complexion and I want to scream. Teen Wolf
Ooh, key change.
coming out to play. Teen Wolf coming out to play. I'm a Teen Wolf.
So,
Saturday morning cartoons, bro.
I didn't watch the cartoon, but I watched Teen Wolf. I turned it on and I said, Sarah, are you cool with this? And she gave me a look like,
Styles was cool.
yeah, we both really love Michael J. Fox. And Sarah got to recently meet Michael J. Fox at a charity event she did. And we're like, you know what? I can't say he didn't get credit because he got plenty of it. But I don't think we all quite remember how much we loved Michael J. Fox.
I fucking remember the corny cartoon. I definitely remember how great he was in that movie.
Family Ties, Teen Wolf, Back to the Future, everything Michael J. Fox did for a period of time, he was the most likable, like handsome, funny, charming. Is there anyone better than Michael J. Fox in that time period?
He was like the modern day John Ritter.
He was fucking great. He brings every character so much likability.
He's great.
The same way he says, Doc, you're telling me you made a time machine? That same inflection is when he talks to his dad in the bathroom. Like, were you going to tell me there were wolves? Like, it was fucking great. I forgot the guy that...
Dad,
Are you telling me?
He comes into the bathroom and he's like, he's a werewolf.
I remember that scene. And you know what? It made me realize, fuck, I thought I must have watched Teen Wolf a couple times as a kid. I must have watched it 50 times as a kid because as I was watching it,
You remembered it
I
all?
remembered every word. I remembered every little cheesy thing. I'm like, fuck, did I watch Teen Wolf? And then I said, for all the times Covino and I bring up Goonies, Back to the Future, Karate Kid, Adventures in Babysitting, you name it, 80s and 90s movies that we loved. I'm not saying Teen Wolf is on that level, but it's fucking good.
An explanation is probably long overdue.
Are you telling me?
An explanation? Jesus Christ, Dad, an explanation? Look at me. Look at you.
What the hell is a
It's not
gigawatt?
as bad as it looked.
Wait a minute, Dad. I mean, you knew about this? You knew about this and you didn't tell me?
I was hoping I wouldn't have to. Sometimes it skips a generation. I was hoping it would pass you by.
Well, Dad, it didn't pass me by. It landed on my face.
I mean, It's not Goonies. It's not Karate
I hate
Kid.
when that happens.
It's not Back to the Future. But if you were to make the next tier right below that, I'm throwing Teen Wolf in the mix because, yes, it's not. We love to say
So
that
you're saying it's the Smashing Pumpkins of 80s movies?
it is because
And what I mean by that is
it's not
they're
Nirvana,
not Nirvana, they're not Pearl Jam, they're not Soundgarden, they're not Alice in Chains,
yeah.
but they're right there.
Yeah.
They gotta be like, they're like the STP of the
Agreed.
80s movies.
Smashing Pumpkins, STP, that next level. Because Teen Wolf is not Goonies, Karate Kid, or Back to the Future, but Teen Wolf is right there. Yo, it was so likable, so good. Spot, you forget how much you like that basketball coach. He plays a great character.
And
You
Francis.
forget the pretty girl.
Francis is in
Yeah,
it.
yeah, Francis from Pee-wee's Big Adventure is Chubbs, the basketball player.
I know you are, but what am I?
You forget the scene that I remember the most, and I'm like, oh my God, such a legendary scene. At the end of Teen Wolf, when they win the
What's Francis's name? Chunk?
Chubbs.
Chubbs.
When they win, remember this scene when she comes up with her 80s
80s lingerie.
fucking undies? She's good looking, but that is like unflattering.
I think that's the girl from 16 Candles.
Get kind of worked up to
No,
do
it's not
Wolf,
her.
but,
Not?
No.
Looks like her.
It's not too hard.
Oh, yeah, no,
What do
it's
you
not.
think about to get worked up?
Titties.
Different things.
So, Spot,
Like titties, dog.
Titties.
when you watch this movie, you remember
Titties.
the part I remember most. The part I remember most was the final scene when he wins the basketball game, and she then likes him again, and he
Yeah.
pushes her aside to hug the
Boof.
that random little short-haired brunette that he's friends with.
Boof.
Him and Boof. Underappreciated Michael J. Fox movie, Secret of My Success. That's from Jonesy. This movie is one that I promise you, so many of you have not watched in 20-something years, but it's featured on Hulu now for some reason. Watch Teen Wolf. It's 90 minutes. It's an hour and a half, and you will watch it and say, oh my God, this movie's so my childhood.
Wonder how many kids like died trying to surf on the roof of a van back in the 80s because of that.
Reminiscing with this movie last night. And again, it's not all about reminiscing, but of all the times you've watched the classics with your buddies or your kids or your nieces and nephews,
Boof.
Teen Wolf,
Who boofed?
Teen Wolf,
Teen Wolf.
not Michael J. Fox, Teen Wolf, way underrated. It doesn't get credit. When we talk about the 80s magic, we talked about it the other day. Teen Wolf is so fucking good. Spot, I need you to play one part of this movie for me because I started cracking up. Sarah and I were cracking up at how 80s and cheesy and silly it is, and I'll tell you why. Michael J. Fox is hiding the fact that he's a wolf, right? We all find out. Do you remember, without me saying it, do you remember when he's exposed as a teen wolf?
When he's exposed as a teen.
Like when, in the bathroom, his dad's like, "Oh, son, now you know we're wolves."
When he comes out on the basketball court?
Remember, there's a scrum for the ball.
Oh, yeah.
And everyone jumps on the ball. No, and everyone's and then all of a sudden, raw, and he's in the middle and comes out and he's a wolf.
Yeah.
I want you to just watch this quick scene
Quick scene.
and tell me if you don't find this hilarious once I tell you. I know it's the 80s. It's magic. You have to dispel and put aside reality and how people would normally react. But if you're at the gym at a high school basketball game, and a kid pops out of a circle as a wolf,
Yeah.
within 20 seconds, everyone's like, yeah, he's a Teen Wolf. And no one seems to care. And then he's like going through the high school, high five, and everyone like, I just want you to put yourself in the mindset of like, so they're just not even going to ask questions?
Fun being different if you have a healthy attitude.
That's what they say. Spot, just play the scene, and it's fucking hilarious how no one seems to care. Oh, the scrum for the ball. There's the great coach.
Boof. Styles.
Styles is a great friend.
The hot bitch.
The bully guy is funny.
Yeah, he is. Such an 80s douche.
Such an 80s bully guy.
The growling in slow-mo.
Look, he comes out.
Good costume change.
Francis
Francis is like,
Francis
what the fuck?
Buxton.
Everyone's sort of like, what the fuck?
Principal's like, what the
He dribbles the ball a couple times as the Teen Wolf. Everyone stares.
The coach is like, what the fuck?
The principal's like, what's going on? Chubbs, his best friend's like, huh, what's going on here? If you remember, then he goes up for the big slam dunk. And then after that, everyone cheers and they're like, yeah, I guess we're friends with the wolf now.
I mean, look at his skills.
And I had to tell Sarah very quickly, like, that is clearly a double because Michael J. Fox ain't playing like that.
Then he jams it.
Yeah. Yuck. And right away, everyone's like, yeah, cool.
I mean, he's good.
He's got extra skill as the wolf.
No questions, bro. No questions. I guess we're just friends with the wolf now.
Chubbs looked a little confused.
Yeah! Yeah!
He's a wolf! Yeah, that's awesome.
No one runs in terror.
That was great.
No one cares. No one gets mad. No one gets... It's just like, I guess we're friends with the wolf now. And then the funniest part is, the next scene...
80s fun.
Which Spock couldn't find. They just cut to him walking through the high school, and every girl's looking at him like they want to fuck him. Every dude's high-fiving him. And he's like, yeah, I'm the Teen Wolf. And then he bumps in. Then he bumps in.
Wolf in the
and
80s.
you want to shave your body hair.
And then he bumps into the one black dude in the school who stereotypically starts doing an 80s breakdance.
Of course he
and
did.
then Michael J. Fox
Michael Jackson.
starts to breakdance as well.
And Michael Jackson.
By the way, you know why he's
He was a
Michael
wolf.
J. Fox?
Because there was a Michael Fox actor.
There was a Michael Fox actor, and for AFTRA and SAG, he had to register his name. So we would just know him as Michael Fox. Michael J. Fox seems so much cooler.
Michael Wolf. SAG. So, cool movie. Fun to reminisce. 80s fun, 80s magic.
So Teen Wolf is one to watch
And
with
the
your kids.
stereotypical stuff. I pointed that out in Ferris Bueller's Day Off. The only sign of any minority was when they stole the car and when they started breakdancing at the parade.
Now, Mercer says, what about when they're at the post-game celebration at the diner or restaurant, and Michael J. Fox, as the wolf, grabs the beer, and he's like, bites it, and it goes everywhere, and everyone's like, yeah, wolf!
Yeah, I mean, you can't downplay it. Yeah, we probably haven't watched it in a long time, but all these I Love the 80s recaps and things like that, they talked about, there was a guy who pulled his dick out in the movie.
Oh, should I pull that up?
Like an extra. There was an extra in one of the...
That I have on standby.
Basketball scenes where some dude pulls his junk out. So we're reminded of that movie often in these specials we watch about the 80s and things like that.
But it was just...
And like we said, there was a cartoon. Michael J. Fox was a big star,
Right,
so
pay
it got a little bit of
attention.
credibility. And then the reboot on MTV.
Right here. Wait, right.
Pay attention. There's a guy
Right
behind
there.
them.
That guy right
yeah,
there.
he pulls out his dick. It's wild.
It's my favorite part of the movie.
Yeah,
Well-
so they point to him. He's about to whoop it.
Yes, there it is. His little Johnson.
Johnson's about to come out.
His little Johnson.
Pulls it out and then tucks it away.
Oh, who fucking
Johnson
filmed this?
made the big screen.
Anyway, if you're going to watch an 80s movie with your
Penis.
kid or your girlfriend or your wife or anyone, and you want to reminisce,
Oh, here it is. Here's
let
the
me tell
penis.
you,
It's a better one.
Teen Wolf
Teen Wolf.
is worth the watch. And my wife brought up one great point.
Hold on, I'm looking at penis. Right there.
Junk.
Yeah, junk.
Rich's favorite part.
Right there. See it?
Number 42, Michael J. Fox. He's rocking the Mo Rivera, Jackie Robinson number 42.
No. Maybe Mo Rivera is rocking the Teen Wolf number.
It's possible.
Is there
What came first, dude? Come on.
is there a
possible.
Danbury Mint version of Teen Wolf?
And there was a moment in my life where I had to watch that reboot on MTV because
Danbury Mint.
my ex hosted all the after shows on MTV for Teen Wolf. So I feel connected to Teen Wolf.
So
I
Michael
liked
J.
it.
Fox.
I like that movie.
Michael J. Fox, legend. Great movie. 1984, 85.
And by the way,
Yeah.
hadn't Michael J. Fox been the Teen Wolf,
No, I wouldn't have made
I don't think we
No.
would have talked about it at all. It would
Sarah-
have been like Soul Man, like some stupid gimmicky movie.
Sarah's one big takeaway was that it was amazing. It was the 80s were wild, and my wife's not a eye rolly, that's wrong type of person. She's pretty laid back, but she's like, so many of these moments in 80s movies when looked through a 2021 lens seem so rapey.
Like Biff and Back to the Future?
Like Biff and Back to the Future. And in Teen Wolf, there's a scene. Do you remember they're at like a party? Do you remember when Michael J. Fox goes in the closet with that girl and she comes out and there's like claw marks on her shirt because he turned into a wolf?
Yeah.
There's in that movie, like the main dude hosting the party is like, all right, everyone, shut up. Cut. You get over here. And he pulls some like blonde girl. She's like, hey. And he's like, you know what you got to do? Chubbs, get over here. You got to eat all this Jell-O. And it's a big bowl of Jell-O. And he's like, oh.
Make fun of the fat kid.
No. Yeah, they make fun of that. And then they go,
80s.
but you have to eat it out of her shirt. And the guy pulls the woman's shirt and pours the Jell-O in her shirt. And she's like, oh.
But she loved
blonde
it.
bimbos with big titties.
They loved it.
And I said, Sarah,
The bimbos loved it.
The bimbos wanted to be in on the fun. It's not rapey if they want to be in on the fun.
Yeah, what happened to bimbos? I miss bimbos.
80s bimbos.
Hi, Sarah.
Sarah, the bimbos wanted to be in on the fun.
She gave you fucking a death stare, bro. That was like I'm not kidding, death stare. What did you say?
Bimbos.
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 Rich is texting Sarah like, what's going on?
I'm actually saying coffee refill, please, with how many E's? 8.
Oh, shit.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no. I got this.
Hey, babe. You don't think the bimbos wanted it in that movie? You don't think the bimbos
It's
wanted
a
it in that
hairy
movie?
Do I
situation.
have to teach you guys about enthusiastic consent?
That's right. You got
Is
farted.
that what this is about? Is that really what this is about?
I mean, yell at Rich. I didn't
All
even
the
watch
people
it.
rolling around like handcuffed together, that's all like they wanted that. A guy taking a girl's shirt, opening it, pouring Jell-O on her
That's good fun.
breast.
Good 80s fun.
That's good 80s fun,
Back
Sarah.
in the day, people had fun.
Yeah, what happened to fun?
God.
I miss
What happened
fun.
to fun, Sarah? What happened to fun?
I miss fun.
Aren't they at that party having fun? Or, I mean, they were there to have fun.
I honestly just want to like punch you Neanderthals in the face.
Sarah, go make some Jell-O.
Sarah,
Why don't you reenact it, Rich?
Sarah, coffee refill, please.
And
And
some
I'll give you
Jell-O.
some loving.
And a bowl of Jell-O.
That's why Rich hasn't shaved.
I'm going to be like Teen Wolf. Be like Teen Wolf. Role play. Arr!
So, yeah, I mean, it was a different era. Or as Rich would say, era. A different era.
Different era.
I'm right, it's era.
Let's see. How else are you going to find love if you're not having Jell-O on the titties contests? That's what
Jell-O
I'm
on the
saying,
titties.
Kenneth.
I mean, I love
Wet
titties.
T-shirt contest. I miss all that.
I love Jell-O. Yeah, 80s fun. Like
Yeah,
mud
80s
wrestling.
fun was fantastic.
80s like mud wrestling girls. Oh,
Mud
yeah.
wrestling.
80s did have a sense of like, man, people just sort of did what they wanted. And they brought that up in the Once Upon a Time in Queens docuseries. How in the 80s, athletes and people sort of just do what they want. It was like before the Me Too movement. It was like an odd, everyone just accepted things. Not that it was right, but it was just sort of remember how they described it?
They did. Rich is right.
Hey, dude.
But there was a big, again, someone made the point, they're probably featuring this because it's October now. So that does make sense. But
duh.
By the way, my phone keeps ringing like a million times. So I'm going to take a quick pee and focus on the boom of werewolves in the 80s, like Thriller and Michael J. Fox. And
Okay, I'll do that while you answer. What do you think it is?
Scam likely.
There is no Thelma here. 80s and 90s were the best period. Yeah, Wes, for movies and entertainment and life. But when you look at that bigger picture, is it creepy? Is it rapey when guys are playing grab ass? Yes, it is. It's wrong. It seems like it made so much sense in those movies, though, right? And as I said to Sarah last night, when the guy was pulling names out of a hat, didn't those girls have to put their name on a piece of paper? So is that consent, right? Spot, is that consent?
Sure, Rich.
No, think about it, though. As she said, enthusiastic consent.
Yeah, of course. They wanted to participate.
Of course. The one girl,
Unless Styles put their name on
the one girl was the one that dragged Michael J. Fox into the closet, if you remember.
Right. They all wanted the wolf dick.
Jell-O wrestling.
Just saying.
Yeah, we're never going to have Jell-O wrestling like the old days.
we should, though.
Who was it, by the way?
It's a fucking like package. Like people, it's just like scam likelies
What
all
package?
day long.
What
but my
package?
phone has been, I don't know, like, we're calling about a package. Like, fucking go fucking shit in your hat. Leave me alone.
So someone's sending you a package.
You give him an old school shit in your hat?
Shit in your hat. I'm not wearing a hat, sir. I'm like, well, give me your address. I'll mail you in. Anyway, speaking of mail.
People aren't fun anymore.
Yeah, we need fun.
We need fun.
Some like a who sings that? It's fun, right? No.
Yeah,
Is
it's
it?
fun.
fall. Sometimes I don't know.
Sarah, you ever Jello wrestle?
Anymore. Whoa. More fun.
What about KY wrestling in old school? Yeah. Boof was in the closet. She actually picked a different guy's name, but said she wanted to get with Michael J. Fox.
Yes, she did.
Yeah.
Boof wanted it. Boof wanted that.
Are you sure people aren't calling you about your package?
They might be.
That might be it.
They want to put me on the cover of the New York Post. Heard about your package. Heard you're a Yankees fan with a lot to offer.
Some night.
We need more fun. Let's go Yankees!
Some night.
All right, so I break up this this fun throwback conversation
Center yourself.
for We've Got Mail.
Letters.
We get letters.
Let's get interactive.
We get stacks and stacks of letters.
Letters.
What you got? What you got?
I like the Blues Clues. By the way, rest in peace, Alan Coulter, the announcer.
No!
Yeah, at
Wow.
78. We'll talk about that in the Rando News.
Oh man, I met Alan because that was the
That's probably why.
10 seconds.
fault.
That was my 10 seconds of David Letterman fame.
Yeah,
remember when
you
the
were in
morning? Remember the morning mashup was on Letterman?
Weren't you like supposed to be on the show and then they just like put you in the green room with Alan Coulter?
No, they wanted to do something with Hits One, and they tried to think of different bits. And the final bit was all week long. Alan Coulter was auditioning for other jobs because he needed side money, so he became a member of the morning mashup.
Well, rest in peace, buddy.
Man, no, he was. Yeah, he
you
was
play
very
the blues?
nice for the
I like
for
the
the
Blues Clues.
afternoon I spent with him.
Spot. The Blues Clues mail song is really my jam. And I never
it
watched
go?
the Blues Clues. When you're mail. I don't know.
That's good enough.
So we got mail.
Our
and-
letter song isn't much better.
Oh, look at the seasonings. Oh, I'm taking one of these bad boys.
What do we got?
Stand out from the herd. Be original. Owen's Barbecue. Tatanka Dust.
Ooh, what would you put this on?
I'm glad they sent.
Pride of Dakota.
Did they send more than two?
Yeah, there's one for you too.
Oh,
Spot.
sweet.
Oh, and some fireballs. Check this out.
Fireball. Bam, bum, 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 bum.
Yeah, we got 3 of these
Bum,
bad
bum,
boys.
bum, bum.
Sweet. But
Awesome.
who's it from?
Read the front.
It doesn't say.
Doesn't. What's the box say?
It says nothing. Here, there's another package for it. Nothing.
Doesn't.
It's from Owen's Barbecue.
Really?
Yeah.
Owen's Barbecue.
I think did someone reach out?
Glenburn, North Dakota. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Owen's Barbecue. No, that's awesome. But that's where it's
Owens
from.
BBQ stand out. What should I put this on? Because just yesterday I got some steaks and chicken for this week. Great on beef, pork, wild game, poultry, seafood. It's good on everything. I'm gonna throw this bad boy on some steaks tonight.
Pete Heller.
Hey, Pete.
Oh, see, there you go, Pete. Hi, Pete.
Pete.
Thanks, Pete.
Yo, you know what's so funny?
Thanks, Pete.
Is I wrote Pete's name down. I was going to shout him out anyway.
Look at that.
Look at that. No, seriously, look.
Hey, Pete.
Look, what does that say?
Pistol Pete Heller.
Pete Heller.
Pete, you're a heller a guy.
Heller of a guy.
Heller a guy.
Pete Heller.
Pete Heller a guy.
Shout out to Owen's Barbecue.
Tatanka Dust. Remember the wrestler Tatanka?
I do.
Tatanka. Tatanka. You know what Tatanka means?
Oh, my goodness.
Wolf.
Rich, I'll leave this honor
Tatanka.
to you. Hold on one
Okay.
second. Hold this.
And
Right?
then that Dances with Wolves.
And we got a package
Tatanka.
here that says, I want a taco. It says it on the box. On a Taco Tuesday, got to open this bad
You know
boy.
who it's from?
Is this from Alex Efforts?
Yep.
Okay. A lot of packaging. A lot of plastic
effort
bags. A
put
lot
in.
of efforts involved. So we got lots of bags.
Perfect.
To
Those are 10 cents each in LA.
Yeah, here you go. These are
Yeah, that's 30
Thank you
cents
for the
of
bags.
30
Hey,
cents
30
of bags.
cents of bags? What a generous fella.
I want the green one.
My goodness. A CNR blue mug that has jizz on it. That must be for Rich.
That must be for Rich.
That's awesome.
Use that
Pretty
starting
sweet.
tomorrow.
Did we all get one?
No, that's just
For my coffee or for?
Oh, accelerate.
Oh, wow. What a, that's very,
Caja Marca Peru.
it's from Peru.
Whole
It's-
bean coffee.
From the mountains of Peru.
Coffee lemon almond flavor.
From the mountains of Peru?
Fuel your pursuit with
Holy bananas.
Accelerate RD coffee.
By the way, apparently
Pretty dope.
Tatanka dust goes on everything.
Thank you.
According
Hey,
to 864.
this is kind of cool.
Oh, Pete says you're welcome.
Smells good.
Tatanka Dust. I'm gonna put this on some steaks tonight, and I'll put it on our Instagram.
That's another 10 cents.
I'll do a
10
little.
cents.
Look at
10
this.
cents.
Oh.
10 cents. 10 cents.
Thanks for
10
all-
cents. Jesus.
Thanks.
No,
for the
give those to
plastic bag.
Sirius XM as part of your back payment.
10 cents.
Wait, look at all these.
10 cents.
Yeah, dude, we got bags for days.
Yeah, let's sell
Shit.
those.
Yeah, we can make or like give them to some
Wow.
hobo on the corner.
No,
But, yeah, I got tons of plastic
no,
bags.
I'm gonna sell those.
Yo, we got bags for days.
How's the coffee smell?
I'm not
Don't
even
open
joking.
it. Don't open it.
Who said I opened it? You.
Oh, I thought you were.
Nimrod?
I thought you
can
opened
smell
it. Oh, that's
What?
a.
I'm smelling it through the little.
By the way, and a custom. He sent us a customized, designed by Alex Efforts, CNR exclusive that I'm gonna rock right now.
What size is that?
I'm Steve Covino. I came to get down.
You don't, that's you're not. You don't even. I'm on the
V-neck,
Discord
too.
That's for me.
Yeah, damn, give it to him.
You
I'm
gonna
I'm
squeeze
Discord guy.
into the large. You rocking that?
That's I'm Discord guy. Fuck you.
Look at that.
You don't like Discord. I like Discord.
and that cord and Discord.
Rich
Look at
gets
that.
the
Smell
jizz.
this coffee.
An exclusive.
Honestly,
Oh yeah, with our logo on the back.
you
Look at
got to
that.
You got to smell this coffee.
It's an exclusive.
Toss it.
Thank you, Alex Efforts, for the blue jizz mug.
Never thought
That's
I'd say
great.
that.
Thank you for the coffee. We're gonna definitely check that out. And thank you for the
put that there to release carbon dioxide.
unofficial
Smells
designed by Alex CNR shirt.
Well,
Our own merch still available at shop.covinoandrich.com.
Thank you guys for all the support. And
Yeah.
like I said, it's a new month, October. So
And we got a letter. Look at that one.
get your friends involved.
Letters.
We
Let's
want
just say we got an invite.
we
a very
want
special
we
invite.
want the numbers a little better. And I think we made that clear.
Our
So
number,
clear.
without sounding ungrateful, our numbers are trash. That's how I feel. I don't want to sound like a
I don't know
Debbie
about
Downer.
trash.
I don't want to sound like
I mean, I
negative
think
going
more
towards
like
them.
I
But
think.
why are you saying that? Remember? Okay. Can I present to you a mindset?
Yeah.
The reason you're here today, your mindset was always, you can't fail. You're just doing this. You can't fail.
No, I agree. I'm not
So
saying.
don't worry about the numbers. Just fucking do your thing, and it'll speak for itself.
By the way, I'm excited about the Tonka Dust. I'm not even joking.
These people are already watching and listening to us.
Okay.
By the way, Alex Effort sent us a bag from Kohl's, but he left his receipt in it.
Oh, what do you buy? Swedish made
Swedish
Penis
penis
enlarger for Alex Efforts. It's not my bag, baby.
Swedish penis enlarger.
one book.
From
Swedish
Kohl's?
made penis larger than me. By Alex Efforts.
One children's book, everyone farts.
He bought a junior's T-shirt. Like, why don't you buy a man's size for yourself, Alex Efforts? He buys mediums. He spent $19.31, but he saved $53 at Kohl's. Good for you.
him.
Good for you.
That boy.
Thank you. All right. Thank you. Thanks for all the messages and packages, guys. We appreciate it. Our mailing address is on our website, our brand new website, if you want to check it out, covinoandrich.com. Links to our merch and everything else is there. And by the way, I have a little website story I'll tell you real quick after you read this invite that we got.
Hold on,
Can
I
we
wanna
just
see- I
steal
wanna
that?
see if- I
By the
wanna
way,
see
can
if-
we steal that design for our blue mug? Let me see it.
Oh, we got 3 more since I last said. Let's see, Scott.
Hold up that mug again. I
Yeah,
want
yeah.
to see it.
This one?
Yeah. We'll just make that our design. I think that's great.
I love it. Thank you, Alex, for your generosity.
And thank you, Pete Heller, for the seasonings.
The rubs.
Yeah.
Please join us for a wedding. Aaron Chance and Jason Kiefer.
Wow.
Kiefer and Aaron, congratulations.
I
Can we
love
take
weddings.
credit for this love connection? Did they meet through the show?
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
I mean, how cool is that?
Look at that. Are you gonna go to their wedding and sing a
Yeah.
little romantic tune?
Yeah, I'm gonna sing.
Give me a good 80s love song.
spin me right round, baby, right round, like a record, baby, right round, right round.
Holiday.
Celebrate.
Celebrate. You can be the holiday.
Look at that.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
If life wasn't so crazy
Come
and
on.
we weren't doing a lot of traveling over the next month or so, and it wasn't so last minute, they're getting married in 2 weeks.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Aaron and Jason Kiefer.
Yeah, I must have missed my save the date. My magnet. Where was my magnet that I could put on
Congratulations.
the fridge?
Congratulations,
a love
guys.
connection, second only to the love connection between Rocket Dog and JC in Kentucky.
They met at
Doug and Dave Abbey.
Yeah.
They met at the 2016 DBC
Oh, that's amazing.
and have been in love ever since.
That's
Aaron.
amazing.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, guys. Mean it from the bottom of our hearts.
And for you, I'm going to send you a pine and
There's
needles candle.
Pines
There
and
you go.
needles.
No,
There's
that's
only you
great.
in my life.
All right, now
And for you, you will be sent a jizz mug.
I mentioned that
With jizz.
we have a brand new website. We have brand new merch.
My first love.
We're on a new platform. Lots of new things that we're excited about in the world of
Never
Covino
gonna
Rich.
let you go.
But I'm at that age. I'm at that stage, right, where Melody has friends that are Googling her and her parents.
Oh.
And they're like, you never told us. Why didn't you tell? Your dad knows all these famous people. And Melody's like, oh. And
Oh, you're
she's
getting
like,
cool now?
And she's like, no. Because she's like, and Dad, and they looked through all your YouTube interviews and they were like searching, like they found these articles about me and people and things like that. And, you know, so my friends are Googling you and they're sending all these links around. And now I'm at the age
And
of
Feliz Navi Jobs, the #1 song
Exactly,
in Calabasas Middle School.
There's two ways to look at this. You know, there's nothing that Rich and I haven't done.
Feliz Navi Job.
That-
Dad's classic.
There's nothing that we've done that they haven't seen before, these kids on social media,
Yeah.
right? They're growing up faster.
Well, if they're
than
going to
ever.
watch Squid Game, they could listen to Feliz Navi Job.
But it's still like awkward to know that some of these things that I did in fun back in the day might come back to haunt me a little bit. I'm at that stage. I said, well, Mel, you know, tell them to beat it. Tell them to mind their business.
To beat it?
But tell them that your dad's a comedian on the radio, a radio comedian. He does silly things. Because when they find these stupid songs I made,
Yeah, but here's
it's
the
going to
question.
be
Why-
awkward for her, for sure.
Why beat it? Why not like, yeah, my dad's cool. Like, own it. Instead of saying
I don't
beat
think
it.
I need my daughter's friends to hear Rich Davis singing Wiener Games. I don't need that.
but
You know, but
I think
it's bound to happen.
I think
I'm at
not
that
only
stage.
do you get ahead of it, I think you own it and say, yeah, Mel, like, yo, Dad,
I did,
you know. No,
but-
but I'm saying, like, don't tell the kids to
Yeah,
beat
but the
it.
kids shouldn't be Googling Mel. Like, that's weird anyway. You know, so
It's weird.
why should they be doing that stuff? That is
You
a
think
little
it's weird for kids to look up each other on the internet?
I mean, Googling their parents and stuff? Yeah, I think it's a little
How's that
weird.
weird? That's probably so normal in 2021, unfortunately.
Well, either way, like I said, you know, I'm at that stage of, oh, all that shit I did could potentially embarrass my daughter. Luckily, I did it playfully, and I hope it's not that big of a
for
deal.
every
but-
dumb song that every dumb parody about, like, you know, penises, there's like, oh, there's my dad interviewing fucking Katy Perry, or there's my dad
Right.
interviewing,
so yeah, there's some cool clown
you
that goes
know,
with it.
some superstar.
But you know, I told Melody, hey, just tell him your dad's a clown on the radio, and that's, you know, that's what he does.
Well, just don't get defensive. Don't be like, Dad, why don't you ask him what their dad does? Like, just, you know,
didn't get defensive, bro.
well, you told him to beat it.
Yeah, like, yeah, mind their business. But
Tell
I'm
them
at
to
that
tell them
stage.
to subscribe to tier 2.
I'm at that stage. Yeah, tell them to tell their parents to subscribe. So she did mention that yesterday. I was like, oh, geez, I hope they don't start investigating Tickle Sack, your dad's #1 band in Canada.
Yeah.
So I have a question for you. Speaking of weddings, and congratulations again, Aaron and Kiefer. That's really cool, man. We're really happy for you. Speaking of weddings, my girlfriend Jordan's sister's getting married in a few weeks, right? So
cue up the Glenn Fry.
as a result of that, we're probably going to have like a delayed start on Monday the 18th, but we'll fill you in as the date gets closer.
That's for weeks from now.
We're not going to miss any shows, but we might start our Monday show because I'll be traveling back a little later. That's all.
Well, I saw our buddy Steve Ward post on social media that still, because of the pandemic, flight options not in huge cities are still very limited. Still having a hard time getting direct flights in, I guess you would say, paths that used to have direct flights.
Yeah.
Like for Covino to get from Idaho to LA.
Yeah. I
It
still
was
have
like
to take a
very
layover.
limited.
I have to take a layover.
And a layover.
Still, yeah.
A layover when it's a 2.5 hour flight.
Yep. But whatever.
No,
You
but
know.
I'm saying, so just so people know, like, it was either don't do a show or come back. So yeah, in a few weeks, we're going to do a Monday show
Is it true?
at 11 a.m. or noon or something like that, opposed to 9 a.m.
Is it true the plane looks like a stuffed baked potato?
It does.
True. Anyway, long story short,
Too late.
that's in a few weeks, and you know it's exciting. I'm only going to be there for a day and a half, 2 days, because we still have to work and you know still have to fulfill my fatherly
I mean, most
duties.
people go to a wedding for a weekend.
Yeah, it's what people do. And by the
But,
way,
yeah, but when you know you haven't seen the family, I think Jordan's going to stay there probably for a little while longer since she's making that journey. But I got to come back and do my thing.
before you tell us about the wedding weekend, because I got questions as well, and I'm sure you have a story.
My question's pretty simple.
Can you please tell me, being that you're going to Idaho?
Yeah.
Give me your top 3 ways to prepare a potato.
I'll give you my number 1. Do fries count?
Yeah, no, French fry
Okay.
would be not. You can't say like McDonald's fries. Like French fries is an answer.
Okay. Ready?
Papas.
Twice baked potato.
Twice baked potato.
Twice baked potato.
Okay. Top 3 ways to prepare a potato. If you're Idaho guy, if Idaho guy is your other persona, because you go there. That's like your third home. Jersey, LA, and Idaho.
French fries are going to be on the list because who doesn't love a French fry?
You know what I'm throwing on the list?
But I'm going to say a beer battered French fry.
Yeah, but that just counts as French fries. Okay, so
just
French
saying.
fries are on the list. I'm going to say tater tots might be on my list.
I love tater tots.
You're a child.
How about tater squats? They're the little ones.
And number 3.
Tater tots, French fries.
Number 3. Hasselback potatoes. The most underrated form
Elizabeth
of potato.
Hasselback potatoes?
Yes. Hasselback potatoes are the most underrated form of potato.
Mashed or gratin?
Well, hold on. Do hash browns count as tater tots?
No, that's a different category. You going hash browns?
But they're just tater tots squished down.
Yeah, but it's a different category. It's a different name.
Hash browns. How about McDonald's hash browns? Fucking noise.
I had one the other day. You
know
know
what?
what?
I want
Emmy, know what Emmy wanted for
They're
dinner?
all greasy.
Emmy wanted, once in a while, we don't let our kids dictate our meals, but once in a while, if we don't know what we're eating for dinner, we'll be like, Emmy, what do you want for dinner? She's like, pancakes. We're like, people do that. It's called breakfast or dinner, and it's fun. You want to do that? And Sarah looked at me like, I don't feel like making pancakes. So I went to McDonald's. They're fucking hotcakes because breakfast is all day now.
Hotcakes are fantastic.
Hotcakes,
They still
hash
come
browns.
in that like styrofoam.
Oh, no, they come in like a plastic. It's plastic.
I want the styrofoam.
But it's
old
they're
school,
fucking great.
where you're cutting through
Right.
the pancakes on the styrofoam and you cut
let's
through
see.
the styrofoam.
Alex is
and
saying
then the
I wanna
syrup
adapt
seeps
my-
all over the kitchen
I
table.
want to adapt my answer.
Sorry, hold on. Alex is saying mashed, loaded, baked hash,
I'm going to take
grilled baby with onions, cheese, and bacon, tater tots, mashed, and home fries for Aaron.
I like smashed.
I want to
potatoes.
change one of my answers.
My God.
I'm going to take back twice baked. You can have that. I'm going to go with a gratin. I'm going to go with potatoes au gratin.
Ooh, those are good too.
Thinly,
with
thinly
with
sliced,
cheese,
The number one answer is
layered,
French fries, man.
with
French
like a
fries are the
cream
best.
and if you ever need a good gratin recipe,
You know what?
Arna Garten.
You could
Ina
pass
Garten.
on all gratin potatoes. You
Yeah.
could pass on hash browns. You could pass maybe even on a tater's tot. You can't pass on French fries.
No,
French
you
No,
fries
they
are
were
like
fucking.
crack.
They were like French fries that
Let's
were
rank-
sitting around all day at Fox on Sunday, and I fucking house.
Let's
like
rank
half
our
of it.
best French fry.
French fries. That's the
Wait,
best.
hold on. So Covino and I are agreeing on
Seasoned
tots.
curly fries. Are the
I'm
best.
Seasoned? No, I'm going to go waffle fry,
Seasoned waffle fry.
then seasoned curly fry,
seasoned curly fry.
then a
Yeah, I'm with you on all.
crispy-
I'm on everything.
What's it called when the curly is in the batch of regular fries?
You know they do that on purpose, right?
Called a present.
You know
from
they do that.
heaven.
They do that on purpose.
That's
do,
the
right?
the old Barney Stinson.
I know, but what's it
Never
called?
steal a man's curly. Never steal. If you get an order of French fries
And there's
there's
one
one
curly
curly
in
in it, that's
there?
like the chef's way of being. That's like the kitchen guy's way of being like, give you a
little treat.
little treat. Because no one wants a whole order of curly fries.
Yes, they do.
I do.
I do.
You want French fries with a couple curlies
No,
accidentally in
order.
there.
I want the whole order. You let them. You dip them in the
It is a
ketchup.
gift
and
from
then
the.
All right,
like-
I mean, this
it's
is
a gift from the French fry guys.
This is
spring.
a, this
It's
is
a gift from the potato guys.
This is a dumb low hanging conversation,
No,
but I mean,
you
but
brought it up.
but I love it.
I don't.
I think if you're talking French fries, I think we'd be all fools. As much as waffle cut and all these other ones you're saying
Waffle
sound
cut.
delicious, right?
Is that what you got at the barbershop?
McDonald's fries are number one on the board. You can't say anything
Waffle
better
cut.
than McDonald's fries.
No.
McDonald's fries are number one.
waffle, curly, fries.
Stop it.
Yeah, right.
McDonald's, then maybe a waffle, and then I think you're forgetting one that I love. Covino, I know loves it for sure. No, sweet potato fries.
I love sweet potato
Sweet
fries.
potato fries are a different animal.
Especially at Habit Burger. I love them. Love 'em.
fries are definitely.
I make it a
top.
habit burger to get my sweet potato fries.
McDonald's.
Piping hot. I like my fries piping hot. Make sure they're always piping hot.
You know, that's the worst fries. Five Guys. They're just
Yeah, they're a little soggy. They're
Steak
good. Though.
fries.
No, they're not steak fries. They're not.
Did you
They're
mention
they're
steak
just
fries,
fresh
though?
cut.
they're fresh cut, but they're just like a sack of fries. You know,
Yeah, they're very salty though.
You know, what's the worst fries? In and Out.
Yeah, I don't like their fries either.
They're
That
like
sucks.
they never get them right.
As far as fast food places go, the Chick-fil-A waffles are good. The Chick-fil-A waffle fries, second only to
Waffle
McDonald's. All right, well, enough. My bad. I'm sorry for
My
bringing up.
conversation was really simple.
But
Had nothing
tater
to do
tots,
with
by the way?
fucking potatoes.
You guys are really underplaying tater tots because sometimes Sarah will heat up some tots for the kids with their
Tots are
dinner.
great.
And I'm like, yo, how could you? If your kids are having tater tots,
You know, you need.
you're
to
trying
look
to tell me you could walk past a kid's plate with tater tots and not be like, yeah, let me get one.
Did you ever see Jordan's like TikTok about like questions she gets from living in Idaho. Like she says she's never even seen a potato. She's like, boom, boom, pop, 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 pop.
I hate that.
But I do too. It's like, have I ever seen a potato field? Nope. She's never even seen one. Is it anything like Napoleon Dynamite? She's like, nope. I don't know the dance, Rich, like you do.
I don't know it either. I just watched what
No, I feel like you know it.
You need to look at my boo thing, Molly Ye. She makes a lot of recipes with tater tots, like casseroles, but the top layer is tater tots. It's good. You should make that. Have Sarah make that.
She's made that. Sarah's mom's made it. Sarah's mom makes great casseroles where she makes one where it's a breakfast one spot where it's a tater tot layer, a scrambled egg layer, and like a sausage layer. It's fucking fantastic.
Questions I get every time from saying I'm from Idaho.
Boom.
I'm trying to see the question she gets again. Iowa? No, Idaho. Iowa? Do you grow potatoes? Most of us have never even seen a farm. Is it anything like Napoleon Dynamite? No, not even. All right, so anyway.
And by the way, to answer
Iowa.
To answer the low-hanging dumb question, Key asked before you get into your wedding weekend. Wing or drum? I'm going wing instead of the drumstick. And branch or blue cheese? Blue cheese. So I'm going wing with the blue cheese. The end. Let's not argue about it. I think I'm right.
Boneless.
I got myself some wings.
So, Eric B's got me hungry. Tater tots with some dippy eggs. People love that shit. All right. Wedding weekend. Cue up the Glenn Fry because the heat is going to be on for you after this wedding. Idaho for a nice weekend.
Idaho.
Oh, is it at a potato farm, the wedding?
Yeah, I'm preparing the Napoleon Dynamite dance at the wedding. Yeah, so I'm
Are you wearing Uncle Rico?
They're going to be like, why is Pedro doing the Napoleon dance?
It's funny.
And I'm all ready. I got my moon
I hear
boots.
you giving a speech. I hope all of your wildest dreams
come true.
Happy wedding day.
There is a backstory where Colton, who's like Mr. Perfect.
From The Bachelor or your future brother-in-law?
Yeah, Jordan's sister's husband to be.
Thought he was
his brother is the best man, and apparently he's calling me out in the speech.
What does that
and
mean?
Jordan's like, just be ready. They're gonna bring you up in the speech. I'm like, she's like, do you want to know what they're gonna say? I'm like, I don't want to know anything about this.
I know what they're gonna say.
I don't want anything to do with it.
I just want to thank Colton for taking the plunge before his sister's boyfriend.
I don't know.
What do you think they're gonna say? Honestly, what could they?
I have no idea. I never met the guy.
And he's gonna bring up you?
Yeah. I mean, I know his brother who's getting married.
Wait. So you're going to be mentioned in a best man speech for your girlfriend's sister's wedding.
Yeah, I'm going to sit
and you
there
don't know
like,
what the reference is.
Hey, oh, you crazy guy.
You're going to get
some sand.
Hey.
Oh, yeah.
Colton. What's the sister's name? Dallas, right?
Dallas, yeah.
They're from Iowa?
Idaho.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. So, what do they speak like? Hey, now.
Think ya.
Think ya.
Thank you.
So,
Jordan.
Just want to give a toast to Colton and Dallas. Dallas is marrying a lawyer, right? Colton could be worse. Could be with some radio guy or something.
Oh,
there he is.
Oh, the funniest guy around.
You're
Yeah.
gonna get fresh cut French fries, Idaho French fries with your awkward burger.
Oh, let's hear it for this guy. Let's hear it for the best man, everybody. So it's gonna be awkward for me, you know.
I mean, if this was Jordan and Steve's wedding, I'm sure there'd be a baked potato in my pants joke, right, Steve?
I don't know why I'm Adam Sandler in this scenario, but another good one. Let's hear it for the best man, everybody.
You have no care of what this is reference.
I don't want to know. Jordan asked me. She said, "I found out you want to know." I'm like, "No."
I'm gonna text.
I'm like,
her.
I don't even know this guy.
I'm gonna text.
No, it's all good.
No,
Anyway,
find out.
my question has nothing to do with any of this.
How many times people are going to say, when are you guys getting married? Who will be the first person to ask?
It's the worst.
Like Aunt Sally, who you don't even know. Like,
people
are you guys next?
People have the problem is people have like no etiquette proper etiquette. It's like the rudest thing to ask.
Are you Hubie Halloween at this wedding?
I am.
Oh, that's a good one.
Oh yeah, I'm the butt of the joke. Never met you. Halloween. Hey, never met you. All right.
Oh, that's great. Oh, make fun of the guy from Jersey. Okay.
How about cheers some stranger?
Hey, that's a good one. That's a good one. Oh, yeah. All right. Okay now. Okay.
But yeah, I got to tell you, the Colton guy,
The best man, more like the better man.
Jordan's sister Dallas is marrying a guy named Colton. He really is a great guy, like a really nice dude.
He's a righteous dude.
He's a righteous dude.
He's a righteous
Everybody
dude.
loves him.
Everybody loves him. He's a nice guy. Really
He's
nice
a
guy.
righteous dude.
Really nice guy. And his brother, who's the best man,
Did you watch
is
Ferris-
apparently a hoot and a holler.
That's like the third Ferris Bueller's Day Off reference he made.
Yeah.
Did you watch it recently?
I watched it recently.
Oh, okay.
Melody, she loved it. So anyway, I'm going to this.
Oh, are you gonna have
wedding.
potato farts waiting for this toast?
I'm going to be on my best behavior, man.
What are you gonna wear? You gonna wear a goopoline?
Now you're talking.
Oh, here we go.
You gonna wear a
Yes.
goop? Last wedding we went to, I know it was more themed because our friend Jen and Cody had a throwback 20s style,
I
right?
goopoline like a cholo.
And you wore
You're not
a paperboy hat, but that's not normal
you're
Covino.
not- Can I just preempt this
I
conversation?
was like Paperboy in the
Can
Diddy.
can I get my statement out now? You're not a rock star, and you're the guest of a high-profile member of the wedding party.
I drink
Wear a
Rockstar
tie.
energy drinks.
Wear a
I
tie.
don't wear fucking ties.
That's my statement.
This is Idaho. You might have like some cousin there
Why do you
in overalls.
Why do you wear a tie with,
may have some
with
guy-
potatoes on it?
Happy to be here. Oh,
Wait, hold
yeah.
on. I gotta find this.
So Jordan said,
Dallas said you should just probably wear slacks and a button down.
No.
and I'm like, slacks and a button down.
She's like, yeah.
I'm like, slacks? I'm like, I don't wear slacks. Slacks. Yeah, she said slacks. I laughed. I'm like, slacks.
I'm gonna say this should be.
So the question is this. Here we go. As I prepare,
This tie.
about 2 weeks away.
I think that's a good one spot. I found the black
No,
one more his
this is
style.
cute.
I
No,
saw
this is cute.
Silly.
I saw
What am I,
one more
Uncle
his
Floyd?
style.
I'm not Uncle Floyd.
There's more his style Covino spot. There's a black tie on Amazon for $28. It's a silk black tie with actual like potatoes on it, not like the cartoon potatoes. You should wear this one.
Oh my Bozo the Clown.
This one right here, spot. That's pretty cool. Yeah,
It's cool for a wiener like you. I ain't rocking that.
Zazzle. It's on.
Zazzle.
Oh, the Zazzle one?
Yeah, I see the one. I see all the potato. Oh, here's potatoes with cowboy hats on them. Look at this one, spot.
You guys are silly.
This is good. Okay.
Didn't you see? She's never seen a potato farm.
Oh, it says Idaho, land of famous potatoes on it. You got to get this one.
Dude, wear that to the wedding.
Land of famous potatoes. Please. Hold on. I gotta see the guy.
Guy's got a potato
The guy's
tie,
got a
right,
potato
Steve?
tie.
Oh, there he is.
Oh,
Oh,
this
good
is
one.
great.
Good one, bro. Good one. That's a
Look
good
at
one.
this, look at this guy wearing this tie. It's
Got a
great.
potato tie. Okay. Potato tie.
Apparently Rich buys ties from the Uncle Floyd collection. Why the fuck would I wear something silly like that to a wedding?
Oh, it's a
Please wear
tie.
that
We can
tie.
do- Well, I mean, outside of, and I'm not going to say New York, but outside of New York and LA and bigger, let's be honest, like pretentious type of wedding cities, people don't get dressed up. Like Spot got upstate.
That's why I'm saying. The
Spot
sister
got-
said wear slacks.
Spot got married in
Yeah.
upstate New York,
Tell
and
Steve
I remember
to wear slacks.
I remember being offended by
There's a guy
some of Spot's guests wearing like jeans. I went
Somebody
to a
wore
Texas
jeans.
wedding. I went to a Texas wedding, and some guy showed up with a fucking like Johnny Manziel Texas A&M jersey. I'm
Somebody-
like, what the fuck is going on here?
Somebody wore jeans and a fleece vest to my wedding.
Some of our guests that were some of
again-
our Texas guests at me and Sarah's wedding. I mean, they wore like button downs, but they wore jeans, and I was like, did someone wear jeans at a fucking wedding?
Question is this. It's long overdue for a new suit for Steve Covino. The last suit
Oh.
I got was the one that we got as a sponsor on our show. From what company?
Oh,
You remember that? Where they custom fit the suit and they embroider your name inside.
no, that was socks.
But styles
But
change
no,
so fast.
No, that wasn't it. No, I don't know. They didn't give me
Fits
one. They
change
didn't
so
give me one, so I
often.
don't care.
And it was probably like in
Fucked
my
up.
fat days. So it's probably big on me anyway.
That's out of style too.
And like I said, the cut is probably out of
Yeah.
style. And it's been probably 6 years since we got that suit. Time's flying.
Yeah.
We got it free from the
I
show
mean-
at this really high end place in Beverly Hills.
longer than that.
But it's like outdated. That's the last suit.
No, 'cause we lived
It's not
together.
my only
Okay.
suit I got, but it's the last suit I got, right? I'm like, well, To be honest, Jordan, I don't think slacks and a button down is my vibe. I mean, I could roll with that, but I'll look like
You can never.
like Ricky Martin from a Living La Vida Loca video.
You never.
She didn't say
Tight black
a,
pants.
she didn't say a silk button down.
Black button down.
Let me tell you, never a black button down unless you're hosting an event and
was
you're trying to like go for a look.
They're gonna think I'm one of the waiters.
Was it Indochino? No.
Indochino.
Yeah, it was Indochino.
Indochino suits was the last one I got. It was
them.
a nice suit, but it's
Sponsor our show.
outdated at this point and probably doesn't even fit me. Thank you,
There
Alex.
is there's.
My question's simple.
I think the theory is
Let me
this.
say my question. For the love of God. For a wedding. Do you go to just like a Men's Warehouse or a Joseph A. Bank or just like, or is that where you go for an interview suit or for like, you know, your regular, I'm going to my job suit? Or for your, I'm going out to a nice occasion, a nice dinner, a nice event. Do you go to the department store and get a nice designer suit, tailor fitted, the right way, but you're spending more money? Do I go to a Joseph A. Bank, which is like everybody knows what that is, right? Just your regular suit place.
Is that like a
your
retail?
Men's
Is that
Warehouse.
like a discount type of suit spot?
Not at all.
Or is
It's
that
like
the nice
Men's
place?
Warehouse.
Okay.
It's like a Men's Warehouse.
I don't know.
Joseph A. Bank, you don't know. It's in the mall right around the corner.
I know, but
from
I've
you.
never been to one. I'm not yelling. I'm not saying people don't know it. I just didn't know. Okay.
How do you not know what Joseph A. Bank is?
I knew it's a suit place. I didn't know if it was high end or low end or mid level.
It's like Men's Warehouse.
That's all. I
It
know
might
what
even
it
be
is.
higher end.
I know.
It's not cheap. Yeah, it's not cheap at all. So do you go to just like a regular place like that, or do you go to a Bloomingdale's or something, or a Macy's? And,
I mean,
or
I have
or
a
a high-end
I have
department
a- I have a
store.
theory. I have a theory
A
for-
Nordstrom,
I
exactly.
have a-
Get a designer fit.
Yeah,
cut
all right.
nice.
I mean,
your thoughts.
I have thoughts. Number one thought is you can't overdress for a wedding if you're a man. If you're a woman, don't wear a fucking dress that.
You could overdress.
No, you can't overdress for a man. If you're wearing a tuxedo and a hat like you're Mr. Peanut or something.
what I'm saying,
Yeah, but I'm
yeah.
saying if you wore a suit, no one's going to say, he's wearing a suit. They may tell you, oh, slacks and a button down, like dress pants are good enough. If you showed up wearing a suit, tie or no tie, that's optional. You know what? You're never going to go wrong with a suit, right? You're never going to go wrong with a suit for a formal event. So I think you should wear a suit. Forget the idea of like shirt with slacks.
I don't feel like paying
Now
for
there's
a new suit,
there's
but-
two. Well, here's the options. I have a couple good options because I've gone the route of having to buy suits for certain weddings when I was like a groomsman or in the wedding. And I'm going to give you two spots that I think you're going to, because keep in mind, you're a guy that doesn't wear a suit often, right? So you're not looking for a $1,000 suit because you wear it so infrequently.
Yeah. It's not worth it, too.
There's two spots I would recommend for you.
Perfect.
Number one,
Men's Warehouse.
Macy's. Because Macy's always has great deals, and I don't know, maybe you do one of those like, hey, could you have a coupon, or you have like, could I use the Macy's credit card, 25% off? You could, for a few $100, I bet you for $300, you could get a decent enough suit to wear a few times, right?
Really? Where do I go? Do I go pinstripes or two mobster?
The other option, I had to do this for
pinstripe spot.
I had to do
Like
this for
the
a wedding.
Hitman, Donnie Baseball.
Yeah, you should wear a Yankees pinstripe.
Can you pull up the Hitman?
Just wear a Yankees jersey.
Yeah, get a white sports coat with Yankee pinstripes.
Pull up the Hitman, Donnie
I'm
Baseball.
not doing that.
Should I buy a Pee Wee Herman suit?
There you go. Nice and tight and short.
The other place that I think you should go to, and I did this for my buddy Walter's
Any
wedding.
brand or just like whatever? There's so many
Doesn't
different
matter. No, you
styles
find the
and-
style you want, and like,
Do
what
you
is that?
really-
What is that site?
Do you have somebody help you?
I bought a suit,
Yeah.
and I bought a suit when I had to host the Hooters pageant a
But
few
you
years
have somebody
ago.
help you and
Yeah.
they tailor it and everything?
Yeah,
Okay.
I bought a suit when I had to host the Hooters pageant because I needed a fresh new suit.
Yeah.
I bought a suit at Macy's. What is that brand they have there? Like Bar 3? Look up Bar 3.
That's the suit I want.
Yeah, that's the suit. Get that suit, the Yankee Hitman pinstripe suit. That'll hit you.
Well, what if I go there
That's
like
a
Boss?
home run,
What if I go there
literally.
like Boss Hog, all white? Let's make a statement, bro.
Nice look. It's a nice look.
Oh
Spot-
yeah, funny guy.
Spot, look up Bar 3. Bar 3, I think, is the brand. Like, that's a pretty reasonable name at, I believe, Macy's that has these suits. And
Do they sell suits at Target? Goodfellow suits?
my buddy Walter got married, and I'll give him credit for this because I think it was the right move. When you have to get a tuxedo, and by the way, see, look at that.
Hey, by the way.
Yeah, but those are beautiful suits. Bar 3 is a brand that I got a suit there. Right?
I want one of those Tyson Fury suits.
Bar 3.
Yeah, that one with all the print on it.
I mean, it's funny spot.
By
But
the way,
go
what is-
to the regular ones for a second.
What is Rocket Dog talking about? What world do I live in? What have I said
I
that's
don't
so
even know.
off the wall?
But look at this brand, Covino. Bar 3. If you could get one of those like coupons at Macy's, like 20% off. Look, they're like $400 for a really nice suit, and you could probably get it for $300.
You know what? Great advice, man.
But
That's
here's
it.
the other advice I have. Give me one second, spot.
Richard, he's giving great advice.
I said I have 2 spots. And the other spot, my buddy Walter, instead of having people rent a tuxedo for his wedding, because that's a waste of $150 for a guy, right? Like, hey, I'm going to a wedding. I've done it. Everyone's done it. Tuxedos, waste of money. He said,
Kirkland suits?
He said, can you buy this suit? And I guess he got a deal, but the deal was there. Banana Republic has really nice dress pants and sports coats that are fitted and nice, and they're probably like, the pants are probably like $80 to $100, and the sports coat is probably like $200. And Banana Republic, you could put together something nice. So my suggestions for you, my suggestions
Great
for
advice.
you are Macy's or Banana Republic.
And by the way, how many people are probably in the market for a new when's the last time? If you don't wear a suit every day, if you're not a suit guy, when's the last time you bought a suit?
I have 2 suggestions.
So that's great advice, Rich. Thank you.
Jordan's saying they have great suit sales all the time at Macy's.
Jordan Brodsky. What's up, Jordan Brodsky?
The key is not the amount you spend on the suit.
It's how you tailor it, of course.
Is getting it tailored properly and having a good tailor, not just having them do the bunk measurements.
Lisa
also, you want it to be somewhat of a fit, but not a like crotch hugging fit. Like, you want to have a little bit of room and space. I remember that phase where everyone
I need
was
room for that sweet potato.
You do. Everyone was tailoring their suits so they looked like you couldn't even move. You were like this.
Yeah. Well, hold on. Here's something else I want to recommend. Then.
Also,
I'm Key says, Banana Republic, are you 20?
Another suggestion.
Banana Republic.
Banana Republic's nice high-end clothes.
Banana. If his girlfriend is saying, Key, wear dress pants and a shirt and that's good enough, I'm telling you, the sports coats and the dress pants at Banana Republic could be put together nicely.
I think
may not
Macy's
have time
is my
for this.
first spot to check for sure.
You may not have time for this.
Go ahead.
But another suggestion is having a custom-made suit.
It's only $10.52 on the West Coast.
Making a custom-made suit. Like, you go somewhere, you get all your measurements done. They input it in a system, and you get a suit made perfect just for you.
Yeah, but that sounds like unnecessary.
But it's not it sounds expensive, more expensive than it is.
Oh, really? It's not that.
You can get a nice custom-made suit for like a decent amount of money.
I'm gonna take the Rich Davis.
He's not going to do that. That takes
I'm gonna
effort.
do the Rich Davis route. Macy's, and they always have great deals.
And tailored.
I'll fucking throw it on one of my Macy's credit cards if it gets a
you know,
little pricey.
you know where, right in your neck of the woods, right on Ventura. I went to a tailor over there. They did like 2-day tailoring or next day for like $50.
Nice. Nice.
Something ridiculous.
Someone to help me out. That's my plan probably for tomorrow. Buy a nice suit, make a statement. I'm probably going to take a lot of ribbing at this wedding, so I'll make it look like I'm worth the wait.
I think...
Are you going to have him put in an extra crotch room?
I think that you got to make one other decision. Yeah,
Extra
one other.
cock room.
You have a big sack in the center of your pants.
Extra cock room for the potato you're having in your pants in Idaho. Let me just make one more point about it.
Oh, you should get it made out of a potato sack material.
Oh, yeah.
That would be good.
Yeah.
And now you're talking.
Now you're talking.
Macy's or Banana Republic, I think we agree. It depends on if you want to spend $200 or $300 or $300 to $400, right? Those are both good options for a quick fix. Banana Republic is always in style. Macy's, that Bar 3 brand is mid-level to me. I feel like that's a good suit. I wore that.
I think Rich is giving great advice.
Now,
I really do.
The question here is this.
Target.
Look up some style handles on Instagram and social media and see what's popular right now. Because for a while
from
it was
Teen Wolf?
But it was Styles from Teen Wolf.
I didn't know he had an Instagram.
Sunglasses, a denim shirt, T-shirt, and jeans.
So if you look up some style bloggers on social media, you got to decide which way you're going to go. I'm not saying you're boomer that's going to be wearing the old guy baggy suit, but I don't think it's your style to rock what's popular, which is probably showing like man ankle and like loafers. And like if you're a younger guy, the style now still very much is a very fitted,
I'm all right.
very fitted.
I'm all right not showing ankle.
I know, but I'm saying like that's probably what all their
But it could
younger
be. I
friends
could have
would
a
be.
nice compromise, a nice tapered, a slightly high water.
Cubs
I
fan.
gotta remember, I'm slightly Vato.
Cubs fan has a
Vatos
good
don't show
point.
ankle.
Have Archie dress you.
Oh, I'm good with that.
Yeah, he'll show up there with a cape on.
Yeah. So hey,
Kate
it's
on.
great advice. End of story. I actually have another piggyback
Yeah, let's
thought
be done.
about the
Boom.
wedding. Though.
There you go. Done.
About the wedding, right? We've already established I'm going to take a little bit of a ribbing, even in the best man speech. I hadn't even met the guy.
Did he meet her before or after you met Jordan?
After. Doesn't matter. I come with a whole different set of luggage.
I know, of course.
Yeah.
I'm just saying what the ribbings will.
You know what I'm
entail.
saying? Hey, nice to meet you, Uncle Ted. I was getting out of a shitty divorce. That's why. Right? I'm on my own timeline.
Hey, Uncle Ted here. What are you waiting for?
Yeah. All my checks to clear and fucking all this lawyer shit I got going on. Nice to meet you.
Oh, you're the guy Jordan's with? I can't wait for the story.
Rocket Poo he suggests like a little sailor outfit.
Excuse me, sir. Can you
He
clean
says,
my plate?
A nice classic navy 2-button suit never goes out of style.
I don't like Navy.
Me either.
I'm not a fan of navy.
That would be my last
I'm being
option.
serious though.
I think charcoal is good for a wedding.
I like that.
I think black.
No, but I'm being serious, Spot, because I still got like my dad's mobster mentality. A little pinstripe, like that's no right. Solids, right?
No,
Solids.
do what your dad would do.
No, I'm being serious.
Be a man.
Because the guy will be like, "Would you like a pinstripe or anything?"
Pinstripe.
Like,
Honestly.
there's still a little Squito Sarducci.
Oh, and then you could tell people
Where
that,
I'm like,
oh,
yeah,
no, wear the pinstripes. And then when people go, hey, what are you waiting for? Tell them that Jordan still has to earn her pinstripes.
No, but we're talking solids, right? We all
no,
agree.
no, yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
and charcoal, not like you don't want to be snazzy. Like, yeah, I think burgundy's a good choice. Like darks, blacks, grays, right? We agree. Dark gray, charcoal. I like your idea.
Yeah,
Spot.
because black to me is just like so either formal or like a funeral.
Black is black. I want my baby back. Oh no,
It's October.
What can I do?
It's-
I'm dropping my goo on you.
And it's a good fall color. Like not having something darker. You don't want like a blue or anything.
Oh, what about
Question.
charcoal?
Oh wait, by the way, charcoal. Chris Bartolo Pallone from my hometown of Union says Suits Supply.
Charcoal. Is
If there is one near you, great suits and not expensive, either fully custom or off the rack, and they tailor to you. I just got one. Great shirts too. Something called Suits Supply. So hey, thanks. I think Rich gave really great advice for something like this, and just throwing it out there because I think we're probably all in the market for a little update. Unless, of course, that's the lifestyle you live.
Yeah, if
That's
you're a
not
suit guy.
I'm wearing a fucking Yankees jersey.
People
today to work.
aren't working in the office anymore.
Right.
And I was saying how I'm
A lot of
seeing,
guys probably outgrew their
I'm
suits.
seeing a lot of dry cleaners out of business. How much do you think a dry cleaner relies on the constant cycle of dresses and suits for business folks?
That and
So
how
if
many-
you're working from home,
Yeah.
I'm being serious.
Yeah.
Like how many? Like I saw 2 dry cleaners in the valley here, out of business. It's like, how do you expect them to stay in business when all the people that for the last 10, 20 years were like, suit to work every day. Now it's like, yeah, you work from home or work from home half the week. Those people are in trouble. Dry cleaners?
And how many guys who wear suits to work every day got fat during the pandemic and don't fit in their suits anymore? All right. So anyway, a side question. Like
I say go navy with brown shoes.
He would never wear brown shoes. So
You want
I
brown
got
shoes?
brown shoes.
yeah, but I don't think Covino would go navy. Covino gravitate. I know what Covino gravitates towards. He's going to gravitate towards black and grays. If you think Covino's going to wear a blue suit with like light brown shoes, that's just not his style. He will, unless someone gets it for him, he'll always opt like the darker colors.
I'll balance it out with the sweet Uncle Floyd potato tie that you picked out for me. Thank you. So, side note, because her sister's getting married, Jordan gets a lot of the drama, right? She's dealing like with her sister and like, hey, calm down. And sister is always reaching out to Jordan. Jordan, what do you think of this? Like,
Jordan.
oh my God, this is so stressful, right?
Jordan.
So what happened was I don't want to make it specific, but let's say an uncle, right?
Uncle Herb?
Jordan's sister throws the invite out to Uncle Herb, right? Uncle Herb says, I'm bringing everybody. Because it's a no kids allowed sort of thing.
Yeah.
It's an adults only sort of wedding, I
Which
guess.
is how it should be.
So that's how
I
it-
kind of disagree with that, but whatever.
nah.
No one wants their kids
I mean,
to
to
wedding.
each his own. It's their wedding, so it's their rules.
We've argued this before, but no adult wants to go to a wedding and has to watch their own kids. You go to a wedding to celebrate with the new couple, drink and eat and have fun and dance. You don't go to a wedding to chase your 2-year-olds around.
It's all about
And
the
no
little
one,
kids
and no one,
sliding
get, and
across
no
the
one,
dance
no,
floor
and no
on
one
their
getting
knees.
married. No one getting married wants little fucking kids running around.
Well, there's
Like
so
your,
many,
like
right?
your daughter is a good age for a wedding. Like I loved weddings at like 9, 10.
That's
11.
different.
How do
That's
you
not
ever
a
know
little
your
kid.
family members,
That's
right?
not a little kid.
Yeah.
Anyway.
But like anything lower, like 8 and under, is just a pain.
I
in the
think you
ass.
got to be double digits.
That's good. That's good.
Double digits and
Double
higher.
digits.
If
Let's
you're under
just
double
say,
digits, stay
I'm
home.
trying to make this as PC without hurting anybody's feelings or disparaging anybody as possible.
fuck
But
'em
here's
all.
the story.
No one would want
No,
me.
but
Fuck
there's
'em all.
2 family members.
I don't want my kids at a wedding.
Hold on, 2 family
I
members.
don't want your kids at a wedding.
Thank you.
that Jordan's sister reached out to for the invite that thought it was totally okay to bring, I'm not even kidding, a party of 8. And they're not even blood relatives. Like, let's say Uncle Herb married another woman. That woman has kids that Jordan's sister never even met. She's like, I don't know their kids. Why should they be? And it's like $60 to $100 a plate or something like that.
Yeah.
She's like, they're not invited.
Who are they?
So now there's a lot of family drama, and then there's another family member.
It's a good way to
who
thin.
was like,
It's a good way to thin the herd, by the way. As
who
far
was
as
like, I want to bring all my friends.
my
And they're like,
friends.
yeah. So I want to know your thoughts. Like, what's
Well,
the etiquette there?
No, it depends on where you
You're
live. It
sent-
depends on where you live. Honestly, Spot, let me just answer this first because I've had experience growing up on the East Coast where cocktail hours are more elaborate than main courses in some places, right? Like New York, East Coast weddings operate differently. I've been to weddings in Texas where I look at Sarah. We're having and by the way, this has nothing to do with the level of fun time we've had. We've had great times. I'm just saying etiquette.
Some like it when oh yeah.
I'm just saying-
I said and yeah, and that's what's up.
Etiquette changes based on where you are because the fun level doesn't have to change.
Etiquette,
You could have,
doesn't change. People decide whether or not they want to adhere to etiquette.
no, Spot. Etiquette does change because I've had just as much fun at weddings in Texas, New York, LA, everywhere. Destination weddings. If you're with good people, you're going to have a good time. But in Texas, no one has the clenched butthole at the weddings I've like in New York. Everyone's like,
is that why you love Texas?
everyone's like, is the flag in the everyone in New York weddings were very high stress situations like, oh my God, what's the seating chart, the tables, the this, the
That's
oh my
New
God,
York
the flowers.
City.
And-
New
yeah.
York, New York State is much
but
different.
like,
It seems pretty
Trust me.
stressful for Jordan's sister.
But what I'm
not gonna
saying
lie.
is in smaller places, there's this sense of like, yeah, like more the merrier, come on. And I've been to weddings where
because they're
people
not
just
paying
show up.
$100 a plate.
Again, I'm saying, but
So
like,
again, here's what's happening, guys. I'll take your feedback as far as etiquette. Let's say it's a close relative, like Uncle Herb, right? Uncle Herb had a +1 invite. Uncle Herb didn't respond right away because he's like, yeah, we're all coming.
No.
And they're like, what do you mean you're all coming, Uncle Herb? Yeah, all of us. Me, my new wife, all her kids, and all my previous kids. 8 of us.
Yeah.
And now it's like, that's like $800 we got to pay for people we don't even know.
You're sent.
well,
So-
you hope that you get that money back in a gift for
Hold
those
on.
type of people.
No, and they don't do that.
But
For
that's
they're
also
not
a
paying
little
for 8 kids.
bold,
They're
I
not
see.
giving. They're not. You think they're paying $800? Let's say it's $100
Fucking
a plate.
Brady
just to be
Bunch
even.
is going to the wedding.
Let's say it's $50 a plate. You think they're paying $400 on a gift? No. Did I say that right? 500. Here's the thing. You're sent an invitation,
Okay, by the way,
and
hold
on that invitation, it says who is invited to the wedding. It's either Mr. and Mrs. Steve Covino.
this is pertinent to what you're saying, Spot.
Mr. Steve Covino and family. Mr. Steve Covino and guest.
Okay.
It's not, hey, Bob. It's not sent to Bob Johnson and invite whoever you want.
Bob Dabalina. Now, Jordan hits me up, so I got full consent here. Jordan says, you could say who it is. I don't care. Do it. Because she's so aggravated. It's her dad's brother. So Uncle Mark, right?
Well, hold on now. This changes things a little bit.
So her dad's brother thinks,
changes
hey,
things.
I'm fucking uncle. He's a dude. He's a professional bodybuilder. He's a monster.
But
this
now,
guy.
by you telling me this, hold on.
These
Stand
are
by.
her first cousins.
There's more to the story.
These are her
She
first
says
cousins.
the point that you're missing is that Dallas sent Mark and his wife an invitation, and the invitation also said no kids. But then he tried to RSVP with him, his wife, and 7 kids. That's 9 people.
Actually, so they're not.
And then her dad stood up for Mark because her dad invited his own crew, like his hangout weekend crew.
Who's paying for it?
Not them.
That's a
So it
factor.
puts Colton and Dallas in an awkward, sticky situation.
So wait, her dad invited his friends.
Yes.
That's okay.
So he's justifying for his brother who wants to bring 9 people.
My
and now
mother-
the daughter is like, yo, chill. I'm not trying to have all this.
My mother invited like some of her friends that I know or have known me for when I was a child. The family, so those aren't her cousins. Those are the new wife's children, correct?
What's the etiquette? 4 of these kids are not related at all.
Is that true?
By the way.
Did you hear me? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So they're not. How young are they?
I don't know. They're all varying age, I'm sure. Some are kids. But he's got that mentality of, they're my kid. And I get it. People get real touchy about, I'm taking my kids. I totally fucking get that. But 4 of these kids she doesn't even know. So, Rich, final. Now you know all the details. What's the etiquette? We'll move on.
I think you guys everyone's sort of on the right track.
Now
Everyone's on the right track, but there's one thing that I wasn't rude about this. Let it be known. There's ways to present something that sound harsh, but if you say it the right way, it doesn't sound that way.
Mm-hmm.
For instance, who's paying is so important, right? Because there are times where someone wanted to butt their nose in a decision made when I was getting married. And my thought was, you could buy a decision if you want. You think we should have that at cocktail hour? Sweet. You want to pay for it? If you want to pay for it, I would have gave a thumbs up to anything if someone else said, fine, I'll pay. But if Dallas and her guy, are they paying for the wedding themselves?
I'm pretty certain, yeah. They're not. The dad's not paying for it.
All right, so if
if
Jordan's dad's not paying for the daughter's wedding, and the boyfriend, the fiance, and her are taking on the cost, like, hey, we're paying tens of thousands of dollars for this wedding, then no way on earth should some random relative, no matter who it is, have free reign. Now, if the dad's like, hey, I'm going to throw you guys a $20,000 check for the wedding, then he could fucking invite his friends, his coworkers, whoever. When you see a wedding where it's like, I don't even know people at my wedding. If you don't know people at your wedding, someone else should be paying. I would never stand for such a thing.
And I'm throwing this caveat out there because Jordan's listening. She goes, one of the kids of the 4 that aren't even related, she said one of the kids is 17, so fully capable of watching the other 3 while they're at the wedding. Like, there's no excuse. They had a year to prepare for this.
Yeah.
And now they're dumping all this on her sister last minute. And I bring this up because I hear these nightmares all of the time.
It happens all the time.
Yeah.
And I think again, it really the finances behind this.
Spot, why'd you check out? What happened? Did I say something? Or no? Oh, no, I thought you like checked out or something. My bad. All right, cool. Carry on. All good. I was gonna say, I didn't mean to say anything if I did.
The cost, and Rich in Atlanta agrees with me. It's a great point. It's really a matter of who is paying, right? Like,
but it's still her wedding.
No, of course.
Right?
But hey, guess what? If the dad of the bride is like, I'm gonna cut you guys a $25,000 check for this wedding, but guess who's coming? My bowling friends, my
you know what happens
my
when
buddies
you invite
from my
your
buddies from
bowling
the
friends?
mill.
You know what happens? You remember when Richie Valens was having that really sweet concert, and then Bob brought his fucking motorcycle gang to have fun with everybody? Fucking ruins the party.
My dad goes to weddings of people he doesn't know because it's like my dad was at a wedding recently. Like, oh, I went to Nick and Chris's son David's wedding. I'm like, oh, my dad's like, oh, we had a great time. We're drinking and dancing. You think David, the kid, knows my dad more than like, oh, that's my dad's buddy? But my dad probably gave a nice gift, went there and danced and had fun. But I could promise you, when you are the one paying for the wedding, you're a little pickier of who's there. If someone else is like, I got this.
Yeah, but you're starting to lose control. So again, her uncle, was supposed to be a party of 2, is now a party of 9.
And the way to get the kid thing?
And then her uncle's brother, her dad is like, yeah, what's wrong with that? I'm bringing all my buddies that I hang out at the lake with. that she doesn't know.
There's a way.
So
there's a way to also get people's kids out of there. The way to get people's kids out of there:
hire a clown,
blame it on other people. Meaning, like,
like me, like, I'm allergic to kids.
No, if Uncle John, and Sarah, you and I dealt with this. Kids at a wedding. We had our niece and nephew there for a little bit, and they were the only kids at our wedding because it's Sarah's sister's 2 little kids, and they were like, if everyone in the family's there.
And they were in the wedding, weren't they?
Yeah, and they were like the flower girl and stuff. But that was the only kids allowed at our wedding. And we had people. Yeah, we had our friend Julie hired a babysitter. Get this. This is a good idea, too. Our friend had hired a babysitter and said, hey, listen, if you can't find childcare, guess what we did for our wedding? There's going to be a separate room at the venue where we hired a babysitter free of cost. You could drop your kids there.
Well, that's a great
idea, but also
great advice from Rich.
One last thing. You could always blame it on other guests. Hey, can we bring little Gavin and Lisa?
Cooper.
Could we bring Cooper and Gavin?
Can Cooper bring his cup?
Yeah, you know what? Let me tell you. If you bring Cooper and Gavin, I already told other people.
Well, that's the controversy.
They can't bring their kids, so it's like, it's just gonna be a bad look. So you can't
Jordan,
blame it on everybody.
He says other people have clearly been told for the past year,
don't bring your kids.
Jordan can't bring kids. So
tell
it
Uncle
pisses
fucking
off.
Hank. Tell Uncle Bodybuilder Hank that it's you and your wife are coming. The end.
All right. The end. Moving on.
Okay.
Rando news of the day. 11:11. Make a wish on the West Coast. Make a wish. Mecca like a high, Mecca hiney ho. On the 5th of October. Rando news of the day. Thank you guys for hanging out with Covino and Rich and Spot, our producer. Rando news. I mentioned before, Alan Coulter. Late show with David Letterman, announcer, the redhead guy.
Yeah.
Dead at 78. So, yeah, I mentioned that.
Best known for not only introducing David Letterman's name every night, but he was the guy that at the end, when they would do Worldwide Pants, he would always have like a dumb phrase like at the end of every, you ever notice that? At the end of every Letterman, there was like a dumb phrase?
Maybe.
Like,
not sure.
Worldwide Pants. Feed your cat. Like he would always like say there was always like a dumb line that he would say. Like David Letterman, sponsored by, and it would be like a fake sponsor. Like he was the voiceover guy for Letterman for decades.
As we mentioned earlier, Monday Night Football. I didn't watch the Mannings. I'm not sure of the ratings, but the Raiders fell short to the Chargers, who won 28-14.
I'll be honest, I'm so into football on Sundays, and now that we do the Fox thing Sunday night, Monday, unless it's my team, I'm cool watching casually or watching the highlights because
background
too
highlights
much.
are good.
I mean,
both 3-1 now. They're both 3-1, but the Chargers again making a statement, and Justin Herbert really proving what everyone has thought already that he's the real deal.
And the Raiders are good, but they would also prove that the Raiders are good, but
And
maybe
they were
not.
away.
But maybe
They're
not as good.
They're playing away.
Yeah, but maybe not as good as
Not
people
as
thought.
good.
Right? I mean, they were close. By the way, just like that, 4 weeks into the NFL, we only have one undefeated team. Just to show you the parity in the NFL. This team beats this team. This team matches up good against this team. Every team has one loss.
Arizona fired up.
Arizona. Oh, by the way, in Arizona, only one. Do you remember why? Am I correct by saying Minnesota missed a last-second field goal and Arizona would have lost? So every team's vulnerable.
Cubs fan says the Mannings weren't even on. They only signed to do 10 games.
Okay, so no Mannings this week.
I'm surprised because that would have been a good game to do. But it makes sense. I didn't see any highlights from that last night. So
if he was alive, today would have been Chester A. Arthur's birthday. I know Spot loves him, one of our favorite presidents.
Why don't you give a classic Chester A. Arthur pose in honor?
Chester A. Arthur.
A very stoic, like look up toward the sky. There it is.
Chester A. Arthur.
A direct descendant.
One of your favorites today, Covino, astrophysicist.
Yeah.
Neil deGrasse Tyson.
No, he's my favorite Afrophysicist.
How old is he today?
No, he's an astrophysicist. It's Neil deAsse Tyson.
Neil deAsse. How old is he? 67.
63.
Well,
Kate Winslet from
technically
Titanic. Titanic is 46. Jesse Eisenberg, 38.
Tectonic.
And Steve Miller. Steve Miller Band, 78 years old.
Keep on rocking.
Damn.
You baby.
So I got some more rando news for you. In the world of music, What does Manny Pacquiao and David Lee Roth have in common?
Karaoke.
They both love to sing. Yes, that's the answer. Yes. Yes. That's the answer.
Is that the answer?
No, they both announced their retirement in the past month.
Oh, okay.
As of this past weekend, David Lee Roth said to like some random like Vegas newspaper or something. I don't know, like a random newspaper. Like, yeah, Buzzy Bop. He's calling it a day. Tell everybody you need to know I'm done. He's done. So the world reached out like, yo, you had a great run. Congrats. David Lee Roth is officially retired.
I saw.
As far as I'm concerned, he retired when he did this. This. Do you remember this when he did the country version of Jump?
When he came out as your fruity Uncle Fred. Hey, isn't that fruity Uncle Fred? Why is fruity Uncle Fred
Back it up!
What? Why is fruity Uncle Fred playing with a banjo jug band?
Baby, nothing gets me down. You got it tough. I see the toughest around.
Woo! Wait.
I know. That's who's playing at Jordan's sister's wedding.
Oh, that's enough.
You got to roll with the punches to get the what's real. So anyway, that's funny. I'm the new lead singer of Van Halen, guys. I'm here to make that announcement.
Oh.
David Lee Roth retires. I mean, fucking legend, man.
Mm-hmm.
As a kid, pumpkin pie haircutted, slightly vato kid. He was the epitome of everything that was cool to me. Dancing around in his fucking tights on MTV. He was like little fruity, but a ladies' man all at the same time. I was like, he's the coolest. I wanted to be one of those little kids in the Hot for Teacher video. Rich wanted to be Waldo. I love David Lee Roth. I had his poster in my fucking room from day one.
Urban Meyer, in other news, shooting down the rumors that maybe I'll leave Jacksonville anyway and go to USC for that vacancy.
It's not all he's shooting.
He said, and he did, like I said yesterday, apologize to his family and team and everything over his inexcusable bar antics.
Well, here's the thing.
And you know, the owner of the...
It's probably not the first time he's done it, but it was the first time he was caught.
Shahid Khan.
But it takes two to tango. That girl's no better dancing on some old guy like that.
The owner of the Jags with the amazing mustachio.
Yeah.
It is inexcusable.
This is deplorable. I got another music story for you.
Oh, I can't wait to hear
In the world of Dog the Bounty Hunter, he canceled some appearances because he's really honed in that he's closing in on Brian Laundrie.
I love it, man. All 5'7" of them. That's my dog.
Brian Laundrie apparently saw on an Appalachian Trail.
That's, you know where that is.
Where's that?
That's the Appalachian Mountains.
But where is he at now, Spot? Where does that run? Isn't that pretty vast?
It is.
I mean, when I say the Appalachian Trail, could that be like a lot of places?
Yes.
Okay.
Appalachian Trail is huge.
Yeah. Dog the Bounty Hunter believes Brian Laundrie is alive but not well.
Fuck that guy.
I mean,
the backstory you always hear is Brian Laundrie said he could braggadociously
survive on
said
peanuts.
He'd survive 6 weeks in these conditions on crackers. That's the story. So yeah, he's probably out there.
Well,
barely alive.
The consensus is Brian Laundrie.
This is the Appalachian Trail.
Spot, I'm glad you said that because I was like, doesn't that run from like the northeast down to the south? Like, yeah. So he's somewhere along there. Dog the Bounty Hunter believes that Brian Laundrie is alive because his profile does not meet someone who is suicidal. Dog appeared on Monday's TMZ Live, and he's convinced Laundrie has been hiding in the Everglades.
Dirty laundry.
And he's adamant about it.
Filthy laundry.
Brian Laundrie was apparently also... Did you see he was in someone... They say he might have been in the background of like some selfie someone took?
I said that, bro. I wish you would listen to me once in a while.
I heard he was an extra on Squid Game.
He's everywhere.
He's everywhere.
I already pulled his dick out in Teen Wolf.
He's in every movie in the top 10 on Netflix, including Coco Melon.
Who knew?
He's in the background.
Who knew?
He's just everywhere.
I heard he was in David Lee Roth's Jug Band.
By the way, fuck Coco Melon. I have a...
He's in... What was that? Oh, he's in The Duff. And that came out 5 years ago. That's in the top 10. I don't know why.
The Duff. All right, go on.
He's in that new Gyllenhaal movie.
Last
it's crazy.
story, music related. And by the way, I'll say this again. I mentioned it yesterday. Our buddy Mike, Delta Mike, recommended a documentary called Hired Gun on Amazon Prime. Really cool. So many unsung heroes that come up with this music that we love today. And we give all the credit to the artists. And it's dudes you don't even know. It's really wild when you see the stories told.
By the way, the Appalachian Trail is 2,200 miles, so they really
Dogs
have them.
on it,
They really
bro.
have them. They really have them cornered.
Just take it a mile at a time.
Dogs on it.
Yeah.
Speaking of music, David Lee Roth retires. That documentary is definitely worth the watch.
Drone or something like.
Dave Grohl, he's being Grohl all the time, which is a synonym for great.
He released a new book today, right?
He's got a new book, but he's also publicly announcing that there's new cover art coming soon for Nirvana Nevermind. Ooh. And I think that's kind of cool because what is it? Is it a band photo? Is it an actual art piece? Is it a painting from Kurt Cobain?
Is this how they're avoiding?
Yeah, they're gonna apparently
lawsuits.
again, to my understanding, re-release it because of the lawsuit from that little piece of shit
And
kid.
it's the 30th anniversary, so it might be cool to see something different.
So moving forward, the iconic Naked Baby will be no more. It will be this new re-release. Nevermind. Well, yeah, they got the live extended version that's out for the 30th anniversary.
Do you think
they're going to change the album cover?
That's an iconic image. It's never gonna
go away.
It's never gonna be replaced.
But as far as the updated live stuff and everything else on the album, there's going to be new Nevermind artwork coming soon, and I'm pretty sure he knows what it is. So he's sort of teasing it out there. And that's the rando news. Everything else is sort of miserable, but that's the rando news. Enjoy your baseball tonight. And if you didn't catch our Fox Sports Radio podcast, check that out and tell your friends about our Patreon.
Any chance?
There's an Erin chance. She's engaged to get married when?
Not for long. She'll be Erin Kiefer in 2 weeks.
3 weeks. 3 weeks. 2 weeks.
Congrats.
2.5 weeks.
Congrats.
2.5 weeks.
Any chance?
She's taking a chance on Kiefer.
We push people to tier 2. Any chance Covino does a slight little watch along to the wild card game tonight or no?
I'll be there.
Maybe.
A viewing party?
Perhaps. Es posible.
People could see your joy.
I like to get in my
or
zone.
Your joy or disappointment?
Perhaps.
Depends if your hair is looking okay.
Depends how I feel that day. Yeah. Depends how I look.
You're wearing your road grays. You're in it, man.
It's fucking my Joe Torre special right here. But thank you guys. That's the rando news of the day, and I'm really excited about the game tonight.
I have one other story in the news that I thought you would not be all about. It's pretty fucking gross, if you ask me.
All right, before we get the gross story, a few more shout outs. I already mentioned.
This has to do with Shart. This is Shart, actually.
Perfect. I mentioned Pete Heller and Alex Efforts, all the people that sent us some goodies. Mark Reyes. What's up, Mark Reyes? I see you. Tony Moriello. I see you.
What's up?
Joe Wrights. What's up?
I thought you were shouting out Luis Rojas, who is no longer the Mets manager. Mets decided new direction, which is great.
Juan Rodriguez. What's up?
Yo, what's up, Juan? Juan in a million.
You're not the Juan, but you're the only Juan to make me feel like this. Foo Fighters.
Hold on. Let me shout out some people. Can I shout out
Prediction
some
on
people?
prediction on tonight's game, Andrew? Sims? Yankees 3-1.
Ooh.
Yankees? No,
Oof.
actually, maybe change that because Devers is going to hit a bomb.
Zush
I'm
Heinrich.
going to say 3-2. Devers hits a solo shot. All right, so
Devers
3-2.
he owns the Yankees. Zush says, "Can you imagine if Dog the Bounty Hunter actually found him?" Yes, that's what we're sort of like.
No,
banking on.
it's going. I talked to my buddy who's
gonna be
I
cool
talked
as
to my
hell.
buddy who's a cop.
Yeah,
and I said,
you said he has the best chance,
yeah, no,
right?
I said, yeah, am I off base? Because you would know. You're in law enforcement. I know you're not FBI, but his dad, my buddy's dad, was very involved in some fucking crazy shit in the world of law enforcement. And he said, he said that detectives, FBI, police departments, they're so backlogged with so many cases and so many things that he said, if Dog the Bounty Hunter, and people are willing to talk to Dog, there's no legal, when people talk to cops, they get all tight butt, like, whoa, I don't want to say the wrong thing. People are willing to talk to Dog, and and he's putting so many resources behind it. Yo, he might fucking find this kid, and people are rooting for it. It's gonna
Look
be
what
dope.
they did to what's his name? Now I forgot. Fuck! I just said his name. Brendan. What's his name?
Boyd.
No, the guy
Flowers
making a murder.
Oh, Dassey.
Look what they did to poor Brandon Dassey.
I don't know.
I guess I've killed her. I don't know. I burned her. I don't know.
Did you? Yeah. So
maybe.
Dog the Bounty Hunter on the case.
Yeah.
So give me a gruesome story.
Fenway at full capacity. How many fights break out that we'll see on TikTok tomorrow?
Can't wait.
By the way, the whole thing last night I heard that has nothing to do with the game. They're saying that while the Chargers and Herbert are fucking great, the fan base is not there. The Chargers don't have fans. And they were saying there were more Las Vegas Raider fans in Los Angeles than Chargers fans.
You know what changes that, though?
Winning.
Yep.
Winning.
No, you got a cool young quarterback.
But exactly. Like the Golden State Warriors. No one gave a fuck about the Golden State Warriors until Steph Curry was there. It was
They
like
got a
one
cool
person
new
had
stadium.
What was the joke? The joke that Danny Tanner was the only Golden State Warriors fan?
Winning changes everything, man. So
It does. But as of now, the Chargers are having a hard time finding who is their fan base. Are they going after the younger fan? Because the Rams were here, left and came back. So you got those old school Rams fans. San Diego has Chargers fans that might still root because they're just up the coast a little bit, but still, Chargers out-fanned by visiting teams. I got one last story that I think you'll think is fucking the worst.
Great. Stop ending on bad notes.
No, it's not bad, like morbid. It's like gross. You love Meghan Trainor, right? Because she gave a little message for your daughter. Super talented. Meghan Trainor.
She shit her pants or something?
Pop star. Well, it's close. Meghan Trainor.
Barf.
Pop star that has always been kind. Covino and I had her on the show. She was so great to your daughter,
She's
if I
very
remember.
bro-y. Like, I think she's from Boston, right? She's got that very bro.
And
like,
she's super talented.
Yeah.
Meghan Trainor is super
songwriter,
talented.
ukulele player, hit maker.
Pop star. You're right. Songwriter. She's written songs for other people as well. So I don't know how you'll feel about her. She revealed on a podcast that, no, I wish it was on this show because actually I'm glad it wasn't because we wouldn't have given her a good reaction. She has side-by-side toilets installed in her house because her and her husband, Daryl, like to go to the bathroom sitting next to each other.
That's fucking weak. That's the
Side-by-side toilets. Imagine that. You're sitting next to Jordan on the fucking matching thrones.
Nah, that's...
Don't get me wrong.
I'm allergic to that.
I have a certain, as you know, I exude a certain level of comfort with my wife in my house, in my home.
Incoming.
You call that comfort?
I believe flatulence is a natural part of life, and it's like burping. It's just out your ass, and that's okay. But when it comes to like,
can that be a shirt? Burping
out your ass.
No, wait. What did you just say?
I said
farting. It's like burping out your ass.
Farting.
Actually,
It's like
farting. ... It's like burping out your ass. Shirt coming soon.
Yeah, but the bathroom stuff is just the next level kind of like privacy thing. Like I am in a separate room, in a separate bathroom with the door closed. I don't even want to like be anywhere. I don't even want my wife to like open the door to the outside room.
Her and Daryl is some weird white people shit.
Right?
Is Daryl a white guy?
Scat play or some shit.
Is Daryl a white guy or no?
Like my wife will sometimes leave the door open while she pees. I'm like, no, I don't want that.
Listen, there's people that are into weird stuff.
White people shit.
Poop.
White people shit.
Poop, pun intended.
I'm not saying Meghan Trainor's into poop play. I'm saying
Scat play.
people that are
scatting.
Weird to me. And it's not weird white people thing. It's weird everyone thing. I saw our pal. There's a woman we used to deal with quite a lot. Super sweet woman, Lainey, who would bring Penthouse and Playboy models on our show back in the Maxim days, right?
Battle shits.
I still communicate with her as the Spot on like Facebook, like liking each other's comments. She's always very nice, always loves Covino and Rich and stuff. Spot, Lainey's been a big supporter of us.
Oh,
over the
she's
years.
super sweet.
Fucking nicest woman ever. I saw her leave a comment. You see when people that you follow leave comments?
Yeah.
It's like, great seeing you, Jessica. And I'm like, who's Jessica? And Jessica was like some Hispanic woman with big titties with her ass out. And I'm like, it's probably one of the porn stars or sex models that she represents because she's an agent, right, Spot, for like a manager for the smut world.
She oversees a lot of
So
smut.
I looked at the first comment.
She is a big name in that world.
Yeah, she represents every porn star you probably know.
Her name's Lainey.
She's great. And the first comment on the thing is, oh, Lainey, you caught up with Jessica? I recently saw her in a fantastic scat orgy. And I was like, what? And then I promise you, I'm the scat man. Don't you just picture Tim Robbins dancing and Nothing to Lose?
Yes. With an
Martin
orgy in the
Lawrence.
background.
I did not look this up. I promise you.
Yes, you did.
I did not.
You totally
I
did.
promise you I did
You
not.
absolutely did.
Why would I lie to you? I've admitted everything. But I then looked at this woman again and I couldn't get out of my head. I'm like, this woman was like in a shit orgy?
Are you like curious as to how the shit was involved? Because I am.
I wanted to.
How did the shit get?
It would gross me out, Spot. Everyone likes their fair share of like weird smut, but that to me is just gross, right?
Were they
Feces is
rolling
just
around
gross.
in the shit?
That's what I'm wondering.
Were they shitting while fucking?
What's a poop orgy? What does that even entail? What's a scat orgy? A bunch of people just shitting on each other?
I don't know. I'm waiting for Rocket Dog's feedback.
But when you have dinner with someone, I guess it's like, hey, how you been? Oh, I was in a scat orgy yesterday. Did you shower afterwards? So, hey, enjoy your scat orgies. Tuesday night. Scat orgies.
Can't end
Yankees,
on the
Red
image
Sox, and
of Meghan Trainor taking a shit with Daryl, who I don't even know.
Okay, I got something else for you then. One last thing to wrap it up. 'Cause I do have to go, and you have to go as well.
I have a question.
I want to shout out Dildo Baggins, JC in Kentucky.
Shout out everyone.
Is it like that toilet where they both face different ways and they're like next to each other,
back to back?
No, it's like they're side by side, but one faces one way, one faces. Haven't you ever seen those?
I don't know.
The couples toilet, wasn't that like an SNL bit?
Stupid. That sounds silly. Stupid. I just think it's ridiculous.
Yeah, like, do they compare? That's gross.
Now,
That's just
this
fucking
is
gross.
a quick question. I know we all thought of this. You say you may want to spend more time and attention on this. I do not. I think it's a simple yes or no type of question.
No.
I saw one of our listeners or a friend of the show post that they installed a urinal in their man cave.
Shit is dope.
I asked you this.
And Spot asked us, and Spot, I thought the same thing. I was like,
Baller.
is that baller or tacky as fuck? And I think it could be both. Why not? As the little tortilla girl says, why not both?
Why not both?
It could be
Old El
tacky.
Paso
It could be.
tortilla.
It could be tacky and awesome, right? There are things that are tacky and awesome. Hooters is tacky and awesome. There's plenty of things that are
what is it? Tacky, delightfully
tacky,
yet refined.
Yeah, I think a urinal in a man cave, like a man's area.
No.
I think
Well,
it's
she got to show the picture then to wrap it up. I think it's cool.
Let me tell you. I'll have to send it to myself. Let me tell you though. What is when you go into a men's room? When you have a meeting in men's room.
Bosom frog.
What is always the smelliest part of the men's room? It's the urinal. It reeks like stale urine. There's something about like a toilet can get cleaned.
You love glistening cakes. You don't like
do.
urinal cakes.
A toilet gets cleaned in a different way than a urinal, and I feel like the urinal is always just stale smelling.
Yeah, but
sorry,
that's
ladies,
because
it's the truth.
That's because a lot of stadiums and places and companies now have the flushless for the environment. If you're going to install a urinal, you're going to want to flush it.
If you got like a man cave area and your buddies come over for the game, I find it to be functional and convenient.
All right, for instance, like East Coast and West Coast are different because on the West Coast, a lot of ranch style houses. Like this house that Sarah and I live in, right?
More into blue cheese style houses.
Good one, Spot. When
you're into dude ranch houses.
When you're here on the West Coast, a lot of ranches, right? And dude ranches. All right, that's it. Let's have a good day. Let's go. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Anything you need at Covino.
What? He's gonna pull up a picture,
Oh.
and there it is.
What I was gonna say.
Someone posted this. They got this installed in their man cave at their house. I think it's fucking dope. I think it's baller.
Nice bathroom.
I think I think it's cool. It keeps the fucking drunk friends from peeing on the wood floors.
Well,
keeps the pee off the seat.
My thought, Covino, what I was gonna say is, on the West Coast here. Correct me if I'm wrong. When people have a ranch style house, one floor, just one big floor, right? Isn't there a sense of everything's open for everyone? Like, it's harder to compartmentalize your home when it's one big ranch, one-story house. Now, if you have your parents' house in Jersey, which is 3 stories because it's the second story, first story, and a finished basement. What if the finished basement was, let's say, a movie room man cave area? I don't think it would be crazy to put a urinal there.
No,
but in a ranch house where everything's on the same level, to me, it's like,
yeah,
it looks
got
silly.
something like a pool table, little movie setup, little hangout,
a monitor above the urinal. It's not Buffalo Wild Wings.
That's baller.
With advertisements.
Dave Castillo's the $10 million man.
What about a trough so all your friends could pee at the same time?
Oh, yeah, and you have to just dump ice in it.
No, that's for fucking Meghan Trainor. So anyway, that's it. That's it. We play today. We win today.
That's it.
That's it. As Mariano Duncan said in 96, the Yankees trying to take that magic into tonight. Boston sucks. If they lose, it's that girl on the cover of the Post's fault.
Give it a shot today, guys. Tier 2. If you're not part of Covino Rich, Tier 2 on Patreon.
Then where the fuck you at?
Look what you're missing.
Where you at? You're missing pictures of urinals. You're missing all the behind the scenes, behind the velvet rope. You're missing Saunas of Rage and Spoga and
I gotta do
Dickie
Spoga
Doo's
again.
Teaser Town. And
by the way, someone sent us this. Look.
Yeah,
Jim in Connecticut. This is his urinal.
You could pee on a Red Sox logo, Covino.
Look at that.
You like that?
It's Kohler. Bold.
Pee on that tonight.
Or you could just pee in my pool like Shannon does.
Good one, Cubs fan.
There you go. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Until then, enjoy the Yankees, Red Sox. Enjoy Bachelor in Paradise.
Fucking go!
Enjoy your friends. Enjoy your family. Arrivederci, baby.
See you in the promised land.
Have a good one. Let's go Yankees.
Bye. Bye.